The following program is rated TV MA-LSV. It contains strong language, sexual situations, and violence. It is intended only for mature audiences.
They gave me my theme music!
This is a Planet Fanatics production.
The following program is rated TV MA-LSV. It contains strong language, sexual situations, and violence. It is intended only for mature audiences.
They gave me my theme music!
This is a Planet Fanatics production.
On now. All right, you guys should be able to hear me now. My apologies. Couldn't hear me. I set up everything but the audio. All right, so you guys should be able to hear me now. But as I was saying, appreciate all of you guys being here. Thank you, as always. Last week, I did not stream at all, simply because, well, one, I missed Thursday because of the flat tire, and then by the time the tire got changed and I got home, it was just too late for me to join the stream, and I was irritated and bothered, so that did not happen. Monday, I did not stream, and I did not stream last week simply because, and I'm not going into this, I'm not going to get deep into any of the what befalled most of us this past week, and that was the presidential election. I did not want to stream the Wednesday after the election. Not because the election really bothered me like that to where I was like, oh, I'm so upset I don't want to stream. It was just to the point of I think everybody needed time. Needed some time to think, needed some time to process. For me personally, needed time to process of what this means for the next 4 years, what this is going to look like, and just overall being muscled into believing. As I said at the very beginning of this campaign, you guys remember back in July, I had stated there is no way in hell this black woman is going to, whatever you want to call it, this black woman is going to be able to beat this man in a U.S. presidential election. America didn't vote the qualified white woman in 2016. So what made you think that they were going to vote the qualified nigga in 2024? So that was never going to happen. But again, I allowed this country to muscle me in into believing that she could win this. And it was simply out of hope, honestly. Hope for not wanting, because I was here, obviously, during 2020. I was alive and witnessed a Trump America. And that is not something that I want to go through again, especially now, especially this time around. The president's election was not something I want. The results obviously were not something that I wanted, but he won the popular vote, and that is what it is. It is simply that. He won the popular vote. So now we that did not vote for the dictatorship have to figure out how we are going to move forward in the next 4 years. And some people might say, oh, this is exaggerated and all this kind of stuff. Well, you think and feel the way you think and feel. But I can tell you right now that this is definitely not the outcome that America needed. Certainly, I guess, the one that they wanted, but we will see. So I do appreciate, as again, everybody coming in, hanging out. We got some things to get into today. Again, I said all that. I started that to say this. Because of the presidential election and the way that things have gone, I am completely derailed on any news when it comes to Marvel or any of these DC, Star Wars, or any of these things that we love. I'm not up to date. Now, I did pay attention to D23 at Brazil a little bit. I paid attention to it a little bit. I saw the Thunderbolts trailer. I have not watched the What If trailer just yet, and I also saw the Captain America Brave New World new trailer, the official trailer. These are all things we'll get into. We're gonna watch some of these and talk about get into an article here from the Direct. We're also going to get into a plot leak that came from for Wonderman, and one of the things that I've constantly said about Wonderman is that it's still in that Phase 4 formula. No matter when it comes out, it's still from that Phase 4 formula. And when we get into this plot leak, it is so Phase 4. My. And then we'll talk about the Wakanda Forever 2-year anniversary. We'll get into that and just where Marvel currently is with that. And Kevin Feige's most recent comments about the reveal of Black Panther and Civil War being one of his favorite MCU moments. So we'll get into all those things. But before we do get into all those things, again, everybody go ahead. If you haven't already, you guys know, where is my pen? Like to start the stream because I have not hit my pen yet. So let me hit my pen. I don't know if this is mine that's dead or not. Let me see that one. What did you guys think of the, before we get in, because we're going to get into that first, the trailers. What did you guys think of the Captain America Brave New World trailer? Tell me your thoughts on that one. All right, let's get into it. All right, so the first thing we got here is the article that is coming from the Direct. And the Direct got into D23 Brazil. D23 Brazil revealed, obviously, a lot. Kevin Feige, well, not really revealed a lot. Stuff that we've already known. Kevin Feige addressed a few different things. But other than that, D23 Brazil didn't really reveal too much of anything that we already didn't know. But just getting into the article, it says Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige made some exciting promises for the future of the MCU at Marvel's D23 Brazil panel. D23 Brazil 2024 is underway with appearances by Disney, Marvel, and Star Wars, and attendees are lining up their schedule for a variety of panels over the weekend. August's United States D23 Fan Expo was a major event for Disney, highlighted by exciting announcements from Marvel, included a new Daredevil Born Again trailer. Now, only a few months later, even more major announcements have been made by Marvel Studios. All right, and that's, one of the new posters there for the Captain America Brave New World film, one of the new movie posters, and people have been putting it side by side with a Captain America, say it's a comic cover of the Hulk smashing Steve Rogers, Shield up against him like that. The parallels there. Should I go ahead and pull that one up? Let me go ahead and pull that one up after we do that. After we read that part there. All right, they said a new trailer for Captain America Brave New World premiered at D23 Brazil, gave fans their best look at Harrison Ford's Red Hulk, Sam Wilson's new flight helmet, in the aftermath of the assassination attempt by Isaiah Bradley. An underlying theme of the trailer seemed to be Tim Blake Nelson's, the leader, Captain America 4's main villain, potentially pulling a lot of strings, leading to the chaotic clash between Red Hulk and Captain America. Giancarlo Esposito's mystery MCU villain Sidewinder was also quickly shown during the Captain America 4 footage. Now, they don't go much in there on that. We watched the trailer. I will tell you this. Well, let's watch the trailer first before we get really, really into it. Before we get really into it, let's go ahead and watch the trailer and see, talk about it.
You asked for me. Here I am.
You want to help me?
Is there anything you remember?
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States, Thaddeus Ross.
Whatever this is, Cap, be careful.
What do we know?
There were 5 shooters. This was a coordinated terrorist attack, sir.
I was a wartime general. Now I'm a wartime president.
Your inner circle's been compromised. Let me fix it.
Watch yourself. You're not Steve Rogers.
You're right. I'm not. Wait for it. We're on the brink of war. I can't trust anyone. Nothing about this feels right.
Captain America. You ever ask yourself, who's playing who?
Someone's been pulling the strings on everything.
You're under arrest?
I don't want a variable out there that I can't control.
Stop!
Captain America, caught without his wings.
You like to play dress up and blindly execute the state's orders.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
What if this is a trap?
You don't even know what this is.
Since when were they red?
You want me? Come and get me!
Not me talking this whole time. And I had that shit muted. Yeah, I had that. Okay. Anyway, I had that. Sorry, guys. I had that muted. My fault. Thank you for the supers to tell me that I wasn't looking at the chat. My apologies. I said all that shit. That shit was muted. All right. Anyway, like I said, Brave New World, this trailer has not moved the needle for me at all. There are some cool moments. Red Hulk, Harrison Ford as Red Hulk, he looks dope. The sonic boom with Sam Wilson, the throwing the shield in flight at the planes was dope. There were moments with Sam in Falcon and the Winter Soldier that I even said were dope. The opening sequence of Falcon and the Winter Soldier is great, where he's chasing Batroc. Those are great fight scenes with Sam. Those are great flight scenes with Sam. I'm not saying that, Sam is just this terrible character. There are moments where Sam has great moments, but I do not think that this film is going to be the film that puts Sam in this ultimate position where everybody's now looking at him as Captain America. That we know that this thing has been shot 37 different times. We know that this have been going through several different test screenings with several different audiences. We know that even, seeing Giancarlo Esposito as Sidewinder, that has not moved me. We have not seen Tim Blake Nelson as the leader yet. I'm interested to see if he's going to be comic accurate or not. I'm not really, nothing has moved me for Brave New World. This trailer is a lot better than the teaser trailer. We know that a lot has been removed from this. And again, I've mentioned this before. I think that, unfortunately, Anthony Mackie, Sam Wilson, whatever, is plagued with real life events affecting his films, affecting his shows. We know that COVID-19 massively affected Falcon Winter Soldier and why it was changed so much. We know that there are certain political events that have happened with 45 and the assassination attempt and everything that happened with him that have been taken out of, that have happened to him, that have caused them to take things out of this trailer. We know that the scene of Isaiah Bradley shooting at Harrison Ford as the president has been removed. The stuff going on in Israel is, or in the Middle East rather, has been removed. We know that Sabra is no longer in this. This has gone through massive changes, and unfortunately, I think, and this, I could be wrong, and maybe I am wrong, and I hope that I am wrong, because I don't want to see, a brother fail. I don't want to see his film do bad or anything like that. But I do think that it is going to be plagued by the same thing, and we're going to get to Wonderman, that Wonderman is going to be plagued by, and that is the writing from Phase 4. That is that Phase 4 mentality. No matter what they did, the 37 reshoots or calling all these people in, Giancarlo Esposito just last week doing reshoots, none of that stuff, I feel, is going to jazz up Brave New World. The Red Hulk really doesn't even, for me, and I'm just speaking purely for me, doesn't even jazz up where I'm like, man, I got to see this. I'm going to see it, but I don't have to see it. And I think that's where I am with a lot of stuff with Marvel. I'm going to go see this, but I don't have to see this. This is not something that I have to see on opening night. This is not something that, I'm counting down the days until I get to go see this. I will see Captain America Brave New World. And again, this trailer was better. You saw the Russo brothers stamp on this. There were tails on this. They are producers on this film. And when they came in, when they were announced as producers a couple months ago on this film, and they came in and made a few different changes, you could see the changes that they made as far as the tails on this trailer. You can see some of the changes that they made as far as all the different reshoots that they've gone in and done for this film. I mean, we'll see if we are to believe the plot leak, and maybe some things have changed since that test screening. The fight between Red Hulk and Sam is not going to be what it's going to be what I've been thinking it was going to be, a nerfed Red Hulk, because you are going up against a powerless Captain America, Sam Wilson. And you cannot, who has nothing but the vibranium suit. So we'll see exactly what this film is going to be. I do think that this trailer was a lot better. It was a lot better. It was a lot more interesting trailer. But still, my needle's in the same spot, and that's just personally for me. So we'll see what Captain America Brave New World is, what it's going to be in February. We'll see. They also showed a look at the Thunderbolts. They went on to say a new extended trailer for Marvel Studios' Thunderbolts was launched during D23 Brazil. It showed an extended scene of most of the Thunderbolts group, Yelena, Red Guardian, U.S. Agent, and Ghost, being chased by tanks, which are taken out by Bucky Barnes, Florence Pugh, Sebastian Stan, David Arbor, Wyatt Russell, I don't know her name, Lewis Pullman, Geraldine, whoever, all the people that are playing in this fucking film. Many of the shots were similar to the first trailer, but what one notable line was given by Louise Dreyfus, who plays Val, and she stated, "I mean, this place wasn't cheap, but it's got optics." And we kind of knew from plot leaks and things like that a long time ago that Val was the one that bought Avengers Tower. I have been saying way before, we even saw this trailer and things like that, that Thunderbolts, from what we saw the first time that was shown, I think at D23 Fan Expo, looked fun. The behind the scenes stuff that Florence Pugh showed, looked fun. The test screenings, unlike the test screenings for Brave New World, we have not heard anything negative for Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts was not something that was at the very, very beginning, maybe back in 2022, it was on my most anticipated list, but as more came out, when we got the roster, we started hearing weird things about the Void and how that was going to work, and we heard that maybe the Sentry might be neutered in some type of way, and different things like that kind of stifled my excitement for this film, for sure. But I will say, after this trailer that they showed at D23 Brazil, it looks like, I feel the same way going into this. This is the way I felt going into Deadpool and Wolverine. I didn't go into Deadpool and Wolverine expecting Deadpool and Wolverine to change the MCU or change the current state of the MCU. I don't expect the Thunderbolts to change the current state of the MCU or anything like that, but I feel like I'm going to have a very good time because I had a good time in this 3-minute and 40-second fucking trailer. So it does look like it's going to be a good time. We'll watch this trailer and I'll give my thoughts on that too.
Oh, America's so big. You ever drive through Oklahoma? It's so flat.
You got a convoy approaching fast. Step on it.
Come on. Come on, baby.
Okay, a bit faster, please.
Lexi!
Okay, don't worry, don't worry. Engaging defensive measures.
Oh my god.
Wait, that's not supposed
Oh my god. Walker, shield!
Is that Bucky?
Oh, it's a Winter Soldier. That guy is so cool. That's what I talk about!
That's not good.
How crazy is it to think of all the monumental fights that happened exactly here where you're standing? I mean, the place wasn't cheap, but it's got good optics. Look at you. You are all so adorable.
Eat shit, Valentina.
Make up your mind.
The assignment is... Oh, wait, hang on. Assignment is complete.
What kind of super serum did you get?
I don't know, regular. Hydra.
Hydra. Oh, fancy.
Who is this old Santa?
The Red Guardian.
What?
Everyone here has done bad things. Shadow ops. Contract kills.
And you, former Red Room assassin. God only knows the blood on your hands.
Pretty ludicrous coming from the dime store Captain America.
I'll have you know I was actually the official Captain America, so.
Yeah, for like 2 seconds.
It's getting so tense in here.
Who are you?
I'm Bob.
We're just drifting. And we don't have purpose. You can't escape the past.
So you can either do something about it now, Forever.
So what, do we all just punch and shoot?
We are the Thunderbolts!
Can't call ourselves that.
Thank God.
The Thunderbolts. It's a cool name.
Yeah, see, the Thunderbolts looks like it's going to be a good time. It looks like it'll be fun. It'll be a nice little summer blockbuster film for them. Nothing, again, for me going into the Thunderbolts, I'm not expecting the Thunderbolts to change anything in the MCU. I'm not expecting the Thunderbolts, it might. I'm not expecting the Thunderbolts to do any crazy multiversal shit. I'm just expecting to sit down in May and have a fun time with the Thunderbolts, the same expectation I had when I sat down in Deadpool and Wolverine. So I have no expectations for this film, but again, looks fun. One thing that I did notice throughout this trailer is the absence of Taskmaster. I said this the first time I watched the trailer, which kind of coincides with the plot leaks that she is not working on the team. She is going to be working for Val. She's going to betray the team in some way or form or something like that. So Taskmaster is in the posters there and things like that, but she is not going to be on the team. Something that I also liked that they did not do in this trailer was I liked that they did not show Sentry yet. No, nothing. Not even, power, not a close up on the power set or anything like that. I like the fact that they're kind of hiding Sentry. Again, it's kind of a Red Hulk situation. It's not kind of. It is a Red Hulk situation. You have the Sentry in here with the Thunderbolts. Now, if the Sentry is going to be, from all plot leaks, one of the antagonists in this film, what the fuck the Thunderbolts are going to do with him, I'm not sure. Now, again, this is the MCU. What the fuck Sam Wilson has any business doing with the Red Hulk, I have no idea. But we know that he is going to be nerfed. So I'd assume the same thing for the Sentry. We are talking about the equivalent to DC Superman. I mean, you've got Sentry, you've got Blue Marvel, you've got Hyperion. These are your Superman-esque Marvel characters. What the fuck? The Thunderbolts, Red Guardian, Ghost, Yelena, Bucky's, what they are doing with the Sentry, I'm not sure. So I'm just saying, don't expect the Sentry to come in and, your Robert to come in and be Sentry from the comics at all. Things that we've heard about the Void. The Void obviously does exist. It is going to be something within the film. But from the plot leaks, again, things have probably changed. I don't really know. I haven't seen a new plot leak on it in a while, but it had said something like it's going to be akin to what the Upside Down is in Stranger Things. Grain of salt. Don't know. We'll see. But we'll see exactly what they do with Sentry in this. But this one is out of the two. If I had to pick, I've said this many times talking about these two. If you put Thunderbolts in one hand and you put Brave New World in the other, and I had to choose out of the greater of the shits, I'm gonna choose Thunderbolts. Brave New World has simply just not moved the needle for me, but this does look like it'll be interesting. So moving on from there, other things that they showed, Storm, and this is something that we've talked about. We talked about this. I said, from some of the plot leaks, I think it came from Can We Get Some Toast originally, and then he got sniped by Marvel and all that legal shit that happened with him. And then all the other scoopers and stuff started chiming in saying the same thing. My Time, Geeky Cast, the rest of them, saying that Storm was going to be in What If Season 3, and not just going to be in What If Season 3, but she was going to be wielding Mjolnir. And I'm here for that episode. I'm here for that episode. I've said from the very, very beginning of What If, when season 1 came, what if we focused our energy on something completely different? I'm not a fan of the What If comics. I'm not a fan of the What If Disney Plus series. I did not even finish season 2. Episode 1 of season 2 told me don't watch the rest of this because it was so boring. I think it was the Nebula episode. That shit put me to that. I didn't watch it. Season 1, there were certain episodes I watched. People say the finale of season 2 is really good. Haven't seen it. I guess I have to maybe watch some stuff from season 2 to maybe understand season 3. That's assuming that I want to understand season 3. That's assuming that I even really key into season 3. There are certain episodes. I haven't watched this trailer, so this trailer will be new for me when we watch it together. I don't really know. I don't know exactly what this is going to be about, or if it all connects, or I don't know. But I'm here for the Storm episode for sure. Storm wielding Mjolnir. That is what I'm here for. It says at the official D23 Brazil panel, Marvel Studios confirmed that Storm will debut in the MCU in What If Season 3 on Disney+. This news follows a recent tease about the big Marvel character joining a series. A logo up for the new season was also revealed with the images of various characters, including the first look at Storm, C in the right and the R of the logo. Where is she? Yeah, there she is. Then it says in her episode, Storm will wield reportedly Mjolnir. Surely an exciting concept for Marvel fans. So yeah, this one I do want to see. We'll go ahead and pull up the What If Season 3 trailer.
Let's begin. Up for an adventure?
Always.
To understand, you must learn to see.
What exactly are you proposing?
It's showtime.
Here we go!
Howard, are you sure you can fly this?
Are you kidding? I'm a duck. I was born to fly. Strap in.
Oh, move over.
If we all go down, the world will be left defenseless.
This is the shot we have. We may not get another one. Let's finish it.
Oh, we're good to go.
Avenger, assemble.
Light him up now.
Okay. Is that Monica or is that Ironheart?
This is where your story ends.
What the fuck do the Watchers sound so sinister?
This is where your story ends. With some mysteries, the only answer is what if. Is what if.
Is connecting in some way to the MCU? I know we all assumed that from season 1. I did.
Maybe it's time
Especially
that we
the
called in
Sinister
some
Strange
help.
stuff moving into Multiverse of Madness.
I am Storm, Goddess of Thunder.
Now see that? That looks
Maybe it's time that we
same
called in
voice
some help.
actors from that.
I am Storm, Goddess of Thunder.
So is this Sinister Strange shit here with the tentacles?
Storm, Goddess of Thunder.
Because there's a portal. I don't know. Interesting. I don't know if any of this stuff matters. If it's going into leading into the MCU or what's going on with it, not sure. Did not like Anthony Mackie saying Avengers Assemble. So if I did not like that in animation, I'm not sure how I'm gonna feel about that.
Assemble.
Yikes. That sounds like dog shit. Not sure how I'm gonna feel about him saying that live action. Oh, Darius, you're hating if I'm a hater. Okay, I'll wear that label. I'm not that That was gross. I didn't like that. Why are they all in mech suits? That's interesting too. But you know what? I'm actually putting a lot of questioning into shit I really don't care about. Like I'm curious as to why they're in mech suits, but I also don't really care. Okay, no, that one was Iron Man. So was this Monica?
Let's begin. Up for an adventure?
In Wakanda?
Always.
Avenger,
Oh.
assemble.
Okay, so that is Monica. Yeah. That is Monica.
Light him up now!
More Wakanda stuff without T'Challa. Huh. So I'm wondering, since this is What If, are we saying what if Marvel didn't morbidly kill T'Challa? So is he here? Is T'Challa gonna be in What If? I mean, because he is in the What If universe. Correct me if I'm wrong. He got returned, and this is all the same. All connects. Season 1, 2, and 3 all connect. Not a What If fan, you know that. So I'm saying if all these connect, and he got taken back to Wakanda in season 1 from the doing the shit with the Guardians of the Galaxy. Is T'Challa alive? Is he gonna be there? I would assume, right? If this is all the same, maybe they're just not showing him. I mean, this is Wakanda. You've got Okoye. This is the same Okoye from the zombie episode where T'Challa had his leg. But is that the same T'Challa in the zombie episode? See, I don't know. I don't know how all of it works. I'm gonna take a shot in the dark and say he's not there. I'm going to take a shot in the dark and say he's not there. He's probably dead. And if he's not dead, he's just simply not there and they're just not going to address it. Interesting. But then again, maybe, just maybe, we get shocked and he is there. And what is the shit with Agatha? Why is Agatha everywhere? Where was she? She was like dressed as Gabriel. Where is she at? This was interesting though. The Watchers sounding so damn sinister. You know, in Marvel Comics, the Watchers don't observe outside of the universe. Like they do in What If. So is there something nefarious going on with the Watchers?
With some mysteries, the only answer.
Because if you notice, that's why I paused it here. Uatu is not wearing the same thing as the other Watchers. And I don't think he was standing with those three. I'm just wondering if it all plays into the multiverse. That's all I'm curious about. Does it play into the multiverse and what they're doing or whatever? I doubt T'Challa's in this, though. Let me see that last
one. Maybe it's time that we called in some help.
Now, who is this? Is this Echo?
Maybe it's time that we called in.
Who is this? Or is that new character? I don't know her name.
Some help? I am Storm, Goddess of Thunder.
All right, Goddess of Thunder. Yeah, that looks like it'll be pretty cool. I do see comment. Brother Stark said, right, where is Suri and Toussaint? That's a great question. And you know what? I can give you a great answer. Not there, because Marvel gives zero shits about the Black Panther franchise. All right. Let's move to the next thing there from What If. Okay, Marvel Studios confirms Miles Morales MCU debut at D23 Brazil. Kevin Feige hinted at Miles Morales' delayed arrival in the MCU. I don't know why they say delayed. Feige confirmed that Miles would first star in Sony's Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse, which is currently in production and has no release date. He added that Miles' live-action debut in the MCU could happen shortly after the film's release. I want to just take a quick tooting my own horn. I have been saying this since No Way Home. I've had that theory. It's on the channel. It's one of our first videos. I've had that Spider-Man theory for a very, very, very long time. Simply because the third installment to the Spider-Verse films is called Beyond the Spider-Verse. I mean, Beyond the Spider-Verse, we've already seen live-action sequences within the second film. We know that Miles does exist in the MCU because the Prowler that was shown in the second Spider-Verse film is the same Donald Glover that plays Miles's uncle Aaron Davis in the Spider-Man Homecoming and in the post-credit scene that was deleted where he's talking to Miles and he says, you know, I'm not going to be able to make it, blah, blah, blah. But he does tell Spider-Man in the Homecoming film, I got a nephew in this neighborhood. I'm talking about the weapons, not wanting to get out and blah, 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 blah. So we know that Miles does exist within the MCU, and I have been saying that this character is going to, I believe, come into the MCU when they go beyond the Spider-Verse and he comes into live action. But Feige said Miles will appear in the third Spider-Verse movie, which is in production. I hope that shortly after he can enter the MCU in live action. So Amy Pascal did say that they are working on a live action Miles Morales film, and that is coming after Beyond the Spider-Verse. So we also recently heard Tom Holland talking about how he wanted to do for a young actor what Robert Downey Jr. did for him, and that's usher in a new actor as the Spider-Man in the MCU, and that I guess is going to be possibly Miles Morales, whoever is going to play Miles. Now, when we talk about who's playing Miles, I really, really, really wish, because someone asked me, why do you want people to stop saying that you want Caleb McLaughlin? They want Caleb McLaughlin to play Miles, because Caleb doesn't need to play Miles. Caleb is not Afro-Latino, and yes, that little detail matters. It fucking matters. He needs to be an Afro-Latino because I know several Afro-Latino little kids that would die at the fact of having a superhero that is clearly representative of them. That looks, I mean, just when Spider-Verse came out, I remember I have friends that have two friends. Their son is Afro-Latino, and when Spider-Verse came out, he was obsessed. He was obsessed with it. One of the things that he commented on the cartoon was that his hair was like his. And these are kids, bro. I mean, we talk about this shit all the time, about kids noticing these things, kids wanting to see themselves in these people. So that's why it matters. Caleb's hair is not, Caleb does not need to play. And most of the time from the Instagram pictures I've seen, I follow Caleb on Instagram, it's not his hair. I mean, one minute he has a fade, the next minute he's got braids, the next minute he's got the sponge look. So I don't think Caleb needs to play Miles at all. The actor, I have not watched Penguin yet. I'm going to binge it all. But the actor that plays in Penguin, the teen actor that plays in Penguin, he recently did an interview, I guess, and said that he should play Miles because he looks exactly like Miles. I don't know if that brother's Afro-Latino or not, but no to him as well. He does not even look like Miles. The boy that Shamik, or whatever his name is, that voices him in the video game, went on that long campaign saying that he should be able to play Miles live action, and if he could just get in shape. And brother, you can get in the best shape of your life. You don't need to play Miles. You can voice him all day. We can't see you. You don't need to be representative of Miles in live action. You just don't. Whoever they get needs to be an Afro-Latino young actor that can come in, captivate audiences as the new Spider-Man, and Miles Morales, Spider-Man, and it needs to be an Afro-Latino child, not Caleb. Then it says Miles Morales, whose roles have so far been limited in animated films and video games, was first hinted at in the MCU through Donald Glover's character Aaron Davis in Spider-Man Homecoming. Glover then appeared in live-action version of the Prowler in 2023's Across the Spider-Verse. Currently, Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse is facing major production delays. Yeah, that's true. And I think that's because maybe they need it to coincide with Secret Wars. Bear with me just 1 second here. Don't. If you have cats, just keep one of them. Don't get multiple. All right. Let's see. All right, X-Men coming after Secret Wars. Let me get to that part. All right, X-Men coming after Secret Wars at D23 Brazil. Feige confirmed that the X-Men will be joining the MCU in the coming years, which is something we've talked about. 1 second again, sorry. All right, that's something we've talked about. It's been a long time rumor that after this saga, the mutant saga is going to be the one that takes over. So it'll be the X-Men that'll still be a part of Secret Wars and Avengers 5 in some capacity, but the mutant saga is really not going to flourish until the next saga. We know that through rumors and reports from some of the scoopers that the Scarlet Witch film that was been rumored for a very long time has been pushed back to the mutant saga because of what they have planned for Wanda and the Scarlet Witch's future in the MCU. But he goes on to say that he noted that the mutants will play a major role in the franchise, especially after the release of Avengers Secret Wars in 2027. He emphasized that unlike the Avengers Endgame, Marvel has a clear plan for the narrative leading up to and beyond Secret Wars, with the X-Men being an important part of the future. Feige said, when we were preparing for Avengers Endgame years ago, it was about reaching the big finale of our narrative, and after that, we had to start everything over again. This time, on the road to Secret Wars, we already know well what the story will be and up to its point and beyond. The X-Men are an important part of that future. This is the first time he's ever really said anything like that about the X-Men outside of they're coming, they're going to be here. That's all he's really said about it outside of that. But this saying that they're going to be an important part of the future, again, we've kind of known this stuff, Mutant Saga. For the people that like to say, oh, don't listen to the scoopers. Scoopers have been saying that for a while. Kevin Feige also said that he wants Deadpool and Wolverine to be as much a part of, they're going to put them in anywhere they can, is what he said, his words. He said they want Deadpool and Wolverine to be a big part of whatever they're doing. And that's because it made them however billions of fucking dollars it made them. Said while Deadpool and Wolverine worked as a send-off for the Fox X-Men universe, the expectation is that the new set of mutants and actors will take the MCU to new heights in late 2027. Beyond Deadpool and Wolverine, Marvel Studios is also utilizing newly acquired 20th Century Fox characters, the Fantastic Four, in the upcoming July 2025 film starring Pedro Pascal and everyone else. So that is going to be happening too. One of the things that they said, is that mentioned on here? Do we talk that? No, we don't. But I'll go ahead and bring that up. One of the things that they showed at D23 Brazil was a Fantastic Four. I don't know if it was a trailer. I don't think it was a trailer. I think it was just footage. And it was not the same footage that was shown at D23 here. Now, the footage that was shown at D23 here, according to My Time to Shine Hello, was something that they strictly filmed for D23, or San Diego Comic-Con rather, sorry. For San Diego Comic-Con. That was not a trailer. That was not something that they are going to release to the public or anything like that. That was just something for San Diego Comic-Con. What was shown at D23 Brazil was completely new footage. I'm not going to show the footage because I'm not going to get fucked by Marvel. But I can show you this. Probably be the latest, right? Because I don't think I saved it. They had pictures. And obviously someone recorded the actual trailer and posted it. I don't know where those pictures are. But anyway, they had pictures from the trailer, and it obviously the team looked different from what they looked like in what they strictly filmed for San Diego Comic-Con. So we will be seeing that trailer, I'm sure, soon at some point in time. That footage that was shown, again, you can go look at it. It is online. The trailer that was shown or the footage rather that was shown at D23 Brazil. Again, I'm not showing it, but it is on there. They have plans for the Fantastic Four. We've talked about the stuff with Doom. We've talked about, the stuff with Reed, the Future Foundation, the Council of Reeds. Reed's not going to have the connection that Doom and him have in the comics. That's going to be more so Doom and Spider-Man, things we've all talked about. Vanessa Kirby had a different look than what she looked like as Sue in the footage that was shown at San Diego Comic-Con opposed to the footage shown at D23. So it's very different. And I hope that, again, if you want to look at it, it's on Twitter. You can go look at that. Scarlet Witch set to return in the MCU. Now, you all know, this is one of my favorite characters in Marvel, in the MCU. And I have said this over and over and over, how she is coming back. And everybody's like, no, she's dead. No, she's never coming back. All the people after Multiverse of Madness was like, oh, Elizabeth Olsen's time. Anybody, and I'm specifically like John Campea was one of the ones saying for the longest, Elizabeth Olsen's done. She's not coming back. Marvel says she's dead. Anybody that ever truly believed, and I don't know if anybody was trolling, but if you ever truly believed that Elizabeth Olsen wasn't coming back as the Scarlet Witch, that's crazy. And that's just for lack of better words. That's crazy. There was always speculation, not even speculation. She was always coming back. Like there was never a thing for her not to come back. We saw what was being done with Vision. We knew that White Vision went off and did his own thing. We knew Wonderman was coming. All of those different things. Children's Crusade, their version of Children's Crusade that they're setting up, the newest rumors about her being the lover to Doctor Doom, and how that coincides in the comics and things like that. There's a lot of evidence that points towards, and then the most recent thing of Elizabeth Olsen did an interview recently where she was asked about it, and she was saying like that they asked her what does she want for the future of her character if she was to ever come back, and then she said, there are certain things that I want because Kevin Feige and the team ask us about these things ahead of time, and they ask us what we want to see, and then they put those things into the film. I guess that's only for certain people because it definitely wasn't done when Chadwick asked. But another topic, another time. So they did that for Elizabeth Olsen. She was saying, and I feel like if I tell you certain things, it could spoil what could happen in the future or what may happen in the future, blah, 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 blah. So she knows she's coming back. She's always known she's come back. I've seen John Campea say things like, oh, well, Elizabeth Olsen has said in the past that, my time with Marvel was fun, but, I want to do other projects. These are actors. They signed, like, bro, why I have to tell John that is beyond me. But of course they're going to say things like that. What? Yeah, she was always coming back. So they said in addition, Feige has hinted at the future of Elizabeth Olsen, Scarlet Witch in the MCU. Feige shared that while there are still many questions about Wanda Maximoff's fate after Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness, he's excited about the possibilities for her return. He noted that Agatha Darkhold Diaries, was that the name of the show? I don't know. Helped keep Wanda in fans' minds using the Agatha All Along fake rumor title in his quote, but he potentially comes back but the potential comeback remains unconfirmed. Feige expressed enthusiasm about when and how Scarlet Witch could appear. We recently had Agatha Darkhold Diaries. I feel like was that the name of the show? I thought it was Coven of Chaos. And that series was great for us. Since then, many questions about Wanda have lingered in fans' minds, so all I can say is that we're excited to find out when and how the Scarlet Witch might return. Rumors have also speculated her involvement in the upcoming Vision series and even a solo film though neither have officially been confirmed by Marvel Studios. It's a treat for fans to blah, 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 blah. So yeah, she is coming back. She is going to play a major role, especially if we're listening to the Scoopers, and I am listening to the Scoopers, not on everything, but a lot of the shit, it makes sense. She is going to be one of the major roles in Avengers 5 and in Avengers 6, and this was way before Doctor Doom. Even when Kang was still on the table for Marvel Studios, she was going to play a big role in the Kang stuff. There was long-standing rumors with her and Kang. They just have now switched that over to the stuff going on with her and Doctor Doom now. Playing that role out in Children's Crusade, where she is found in Latveria, where she goes to Doctor Doom after the events of House of M, and she is trying to tap into the Life Force. She goes to Doctor Doom and asks for his help to tap into the Life Force, but Doctor Doom obviously has his own schemes up his sleeve, where he is trying to use and manipulate Wanda to gain her power and take her power from her and things like that. And we could be seeing, according to the Scoopers, that's what's going to happen in Avengers 5 and 6, where he is going to basically use Wanda kind of the way he used the Molecule Man, where there were several different Molecule, he went out and took out all the Molecule Man, but he was siphoning the Molecule Man's power slowly. Something like that is what the Scoopers are thinking is going to be happening with Wanda. But also in that comic, when Billy and Tommy went to find Wanda with the rest of the Young Avengers, they found her in Latveria about to marry Doctor Doom, and that is what the Scoopers are saying is going to happen too. She's going to be on the verge of marrying Doctor Doom, or married to Doctor Doom, or something like that. And then going to Doctor Doom to maybe use his help or get his help. He is a sorcerer. I don't know. I don't know exactly how it's going to happen, but she's coming back. So, and that's what they're doing. Whoa, Marvel Studios is committed to Blade. Shut the fuck up. So, Kevin Feige says that Marvel Studios is going to do Blade. They are excited about Blade. Blade is on the table. Mahershala Ali's excited. I don't know. I don't know. 1 minute, in 1 minute, it's indefinitely canceled and taken off the slate. But from my understanding, from a couple of Scoopers and a couple of other things I've heard, is that report was a little over a year ago. I don't know how true this is. That report was a little over a year ago when Marvel took it off of their slate or whatever. This is what Kevin Feige recently said. Feige has addressed the delays surrounding Blade, emphasizing that the studio remains dedicated to bringing the character to the MCU with Mahershala Ali in the lead role. Marvel Studios president assured fans that they're up to date with what's happening, which means they are paying attention to what's going on Twitter. They see all the things that are being said about Blade. I mean, I don't know how you don't. When it comes to changing the direction with a project, and confirmed that Blade will indeed make it to the MCU. Kevin Feige quoted saying, "Whenever we change direction with a project, or are still trying to figure it out, how it's going to fit into our schedule, we let the public know. You're up to date with what's happening, but I can tell you that the character will indeed make it to the MCU." In September, Marvel Studios head of streaming Brad Winderbaum reconfirmed that Marvel has no intentions of canceling Blade as well. There have even been reports from Scoopers and things like that saying that if Blade does, and this is some absolute bullshit, this is not happening, and if they do this, why are you doing this with Blade? Blade could potentially be one of the middle films for a battle world. That is stupid. Really stupid. I don't know why you would use that with a Blade thing. I don't even know if that's even actually going to happen, but they say Blade's coming. They say they're excited. They say that he also went on to say that he said that Mahershala Ali's version of Blade, trying to distinguish the fact that, they are very much aware of the joke, obviously, that was made and how people ran with the joke. I don't think it was a joke, but whatever. And how he's like saying, his version of Blade. But what the fuck does that even mean, his version of Blade? We haven't even seen his version of Blade. Marvel Studios, I bring this up every fucking time I talk about Blade. Marvel Studios has not even shown us anything of Blade. The only thing we know, the only thing of Blade we've ever seen Mahershala Ali physically do is put on that hat at 2019 San Diego Comic-Con when Kevin Feige said, "Oh, and by the way, we're doing Blade." And here comes Mahershala, the two-time Academy Award winning nominee. Mahershala Ali comes out, and we have not even seen his version of Blade. No concept art of his version of Blade. Nothing. Let's just assume, and I'm assuming, I'm going to take this assumption as probably real. Because Mahershala Ali's Blade's voice is in Eternals, I'm assuming they probably had several different versions of that post-credit scene, and one of those where Mahershala Ali's Blade was shown. So is there concept art from that? Is there concept art of him being shown, of what his Blade actually looks like? Because the only thing we have is fan art. And this motherfucker from other films, photoshopped as Blade, we don't have, what is his version of Blade? What does that even mean? And again, until Mahershala Ali says, "I'm happy," I don't believe he's happy. I believe he is just, I don't know, bro. Is he sticking around? I don't know. Marvel seems to, I don't know. So I guess he is. And I don't know. I don't have words for this. I don't know. It's been 80 years, okay? It's been 80 years and we still don't know anything about this. So I don't have words for this. Until Ali comes out and says it, or until we see something from Marvel Studios, you know, putting as much care and as they say they do about Blade into Blade or any Black projects, we'll move on. Hugh Jackman, Wolverine expected to return soon. Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, and you know what? I don't even care to read that part, because why? Why is Hugh Jackman's Wolverine expected? And I know he's expected to return soon, but there are reports, until you're 90, there are reports out there that they want him to continue on as Wolverine even after the rumored soft reboot. And if that's true, for fucking why? Why do you want Hugh Jackman to continue on as Wolverine? I don't want that. That's as gross as Anthony Mackie saying Avengers Assemble. I don't want that. I would prefer we just move away from Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. I don't want that, so I don't really care to read that part, because I really don't care. But that is what D23 gave us. No looks at Eyes of Wakanda, because they don't give a shit about Eyes of Wakanda. It's 4 episodes. It's canon to the MCU. They have time travel. They have all these things. I mean, it's Wakanda. It's the most technologically advanced nation in the world. Of course, they have time travel. They have the ability to time travel. They just don't have that ability to time travel and save their king. That's not something that I guess they're interested in, or not something that Shuri, being the mind that she is, while she was concocting a fucking serum for cancer that they already healed and whatever, she didn't think, oh, let's just use the time machine. Or I don't know, we saved the white man and Cairo we could put him in. Oh, we saved another white man. We also saved an android. They can't say Wakanda, and I'm going to say this every time, Wakanda can save everyone, but they can't save their own king. Saved Vision. Within seconds, Shuri knew. You had Tony Stark, Bruce Banner, you had all these people, couldn't figure it out. How do you safely remove the stone without first, killing Vision? How do you remove the stone without killing all of us around? Shuri, as soon as they took Vision up there, figured out in 3 seconds. Agent Ross, we'll take him back to Wakanda. We'll heal him. Bucky, we'll heal him. T'Challa, no answers. No answers. So Eyes of Wakanda was not shown at this. I don't really know if they have any, and what they showed through the little sizzle reel for Eyes of Wakanda last week or whatever. I don't know who those motherfuckers are. In that, some new Wakandans or something like that. I don't know. It's to do whatever to jazz you up, and we'll get to that when we get to the Wakanda Forever talk, because it is that anniversary. Is that today? Is today the 11th? That is today. So we'll get to that. Let's talk about Wonderman really quickly here. Now, I have said many times when we've talked about Wonderman for why. And I know that Wonderman is a spinoff of a spinoff of a spinoff that we're supposed to get excited for. They showed us, finally, well, let's backtrack here. They incorrectly casted Yahya Abdul-Mateen to play Simon Williams. Or when I get to this, you'll this shit, if this is real, this is so phase 4. But they incorrectly casted Yahya Abdul-Mateen to play white man Simon Williams. We saw the trailer. I've talked about the plot stuff that we did kind of know. We know that the Grim Reaper is in it. His brother is in it. Is going to be the main villain. We know that Trevor Slattery is in it. Who gives a fuck? We know that it's from the newest trailer from the sizzle reel. He's going to be auditioning to play Wonderman. Now, that takes me into this plot leak. Now, if you are looking for Wonder Man, if you're checking for Wonder Man, if Wonder Man is on your can't wait list, you might want to check out, because this might spoil what is Marvel Studios' Wonder Man for you. So I don't want to spoil Wonder Man for anybody. But this is what it says about Wonder Man. All right. All right, Marvel fans. Here's what's supposedly going down in the new Wonder Man series. Word on the street is Wonder Man will have Yahya Abdul-Mateen II playing a twisted version of himself. Now, let me stop. Put a pin in that. One of the things that we heard from, I forget the actor, something gross, that's going to be playing the Grim Reaper, that he said was that it is going to be kind of twisted horror comedy elements. So that already kind of lines up with the twisted version. It goes on to say, a meta take like you've never seen in the MCU. That's scary is also. The story kicks off with Yahya as himself. So Yahya as Yahya. So this is not Yahya playing. This is Yahya. And if this is real, grain of salt. Don't know if this is real. It's not from Marvel Studios. This would be Yahya Abdul-Mateen II in the MCU as Yahya Abdul-Mateen II. Let that marinate and I'll continue to read. Persistently auditioning for roles in the Marvel Cinematic Universe after disappointing roles in the hero world. And he's met with rejection after rejection. Every time he tries, he's shut down, leading to some hilarious and increasingly desperate attempts to get his foot in the door. But things take a turn when Yahya, frustrated and determined, sneaks onto. Oh, what a waste of Yahya! Jesus Christ. Sneaks onto the Marvel Studios lot in a last-ditch effort to prove himself here. He stumbles upon an AI, the same AI that we saw in She-Hulk. If you remember She-Hulk, the same AI that was Kevin, supposed to be Kevin Feige. Remember, they asked Kevin Feige to be in She-Hulk, but he thought She-Hulk was so fucking shit that he said no. So they did Kevin, the AI robot, instead. Upon the AI known as Kevin, who Marvel fans remember from She-Hulk, Yahya inadvertently discovers massive MCU secrets. But Kevin isn't about to let him just walk away with that knowledge, so he traps him inside the MCU itself. From this point, the series reportedly spirals into a wild ride where Yahya, no longer an actor auditioning for a role, becomes part of the MCU. Knowing he's stuck, Yahya starts messing with the MCU's reality. Who is this for? Okay, so he's manipulating reality, manipulating storylines, creating chaotic situations, and even giving himself superpowers. So Zemo, he doesn't get his powers from Zemo. He is just going to get his powers because Yahya Abdul-Mateen II is going to go sit down in Marvel Studios in a computer and he's going to rewrite Marvel's history. And that's our Simon Williams. He may not even be Simon Williams. I don't know if he gets the name Simon Williams, if he gives that to himself, if he's like, oh, what's a good stage name? He says Simon Williams in the fucking trailer. I'm auditioning for Wonder Man. No, he didn't say Simon Williams. He said Wonder Man. So who knows? Goes on to say, giving himself superpowers to become a hero, he always dreamed of playing. Now, instead of being cast as a hero, he's trying to become one within the universe. Expect tons of fourth wall breaks, humor, as he tries to position himself as the next big hero, all while Kevin is keeping a close watch on his every move. One of the things that I have said consistently about Wonder Man is that it is going to have that Phase 4 stank. I talked about this the last time we talked about Wonder Man. it's got that Phase 4 leftover stank on it. No matter what they did, that's probably why we never heard anything about Wonderman. That's probably why the only thing we ever heard about Wonderman was that one of the people working on production unfortunately died on the set. That's the only thing we heard about Wonderman. We don't know anything else about it besides this, if it's real, and the sizzle reel that came out. So it has that same Phase 4 stank. It's that same leftover plate where they're saying, oh no, we're gonna give you some more Phase 4. Here's some more Phase 4 shit. There's just nothing. There's no getting around this. There's no getting around that. It's still going to have that same, because this was announced during Phase 4. Brave New World was announced during Phase 4. All these Phase 4 projects, they have to undo the Phase 4-ness from it. And I don't know that Marvel Studios really wants to go in and undo. I feel like they're probably happy with Wonderman. If this is real, and Yahya Abdul-Mateen II is playing himself, and then he goes into the studio at Marvel Studios and rewrites his own history and turns himself into Simon Williams and gives himself powers. There's no Zemo. There's no serum. There's no brother. There's no he's not Simon Williams in the comics. He's none of that. There's none of that. If this is real. And I just truly kind of believe it is, because it reeks of Phase 4. It reeks of what they thought would have worked in Phase 4. You have to remember, Marvel during Phase 4 was coming off the heels of Endgame. They were coming off of, we cannot be touched. We are untouchable. We can shit, and you motherfuckers are going to smell that shit like it's a garden of roses and eat it up. They thought they were untouchable in Phase 4, but then they released Phase 4. And we all were like, what the fuck? So all this, it just reeks of it. I'm telling you, I somewhat believe this. And simply because Marvel Studios, again, has yet to really talk about Wonderman. I somewhat believe this, though. But if he is truly playing himself, and he goes in and does all that shit, what a waste. And shame on Yahya. And the reason I say shame on Yahya, because you complained about playing Black Manta and saying how that was a clown's, or whatever he said it was, clown's work or whatever. This, brother, this is clown's work. This, if this is real, give me, I take a Black Manta role over you come in and be Yahya, come in and be yourself, when you could have been anybody. You could have had him be Blue Marvel. You could have even had him come in, and if you just wanted to, you were recasting T'Challa. Not my pick. But hey, recasting T'Challa, you could have had him come in and play any of these other black fucking characters. But you decided, if this is real, even if it's not real, you still decided to take a white character, take this black man, and let's call that representation, and let's have him and play this. Wonderman was always going to stink. It was always going to stink. And for those of you that are looking forward to Wonderman, I don't have anything for you. I don't know what to say. That's just, you have a good time. The sizzle reel didn't move anything for me. I don't think we even watched that together. There's nothing much here, but we can look at the little... What the fuck is this? I just wanted the shit from Marvel. There we go.
I brought you here to offer you an opportunity.
Oh, I smell what you're stepping in. It's gonna get good.
That's gonna be dope. Daredevil Born Again,
some
of
time,
course.
hasn't it? You've come up in the world.
I could say the same about you.
I wonder if your darker half would agree. Exactly what kind of a lawyer are you?
A really good one.
This me.
Oh!
I want to build something undeniable.
Anyone who's ever accomplished anything iconic in life has had to do some questionable things to get it done.
I feel bad for her.
For an adventure?
The battle they will sing about.
for ages.
All Marvel Zombies is an episode of What If that they didn't use.
You can slate whenever you're ready.
Simon Williams, reading for Wonderman.
Okay, wait. He said Simon Williams reading for Wonderman. So that probably puts the whole what we just read to rest then, right?
Reading for Wonderman.
Whenever you're
As
ready.
fake?
Simon
No.
Williams.
Because he says Simon Williams. He didn't say.
You can slate whenever you're ready.
But maybe they don't have him in the trailer say Yaya. I don't think he's playing himself. I don't think he's coming in being Yaya, because I feel like that's just completely insane. That's completely insane. I'm not putting it past Marvel Studios, but that is completely insane. Like, come on now. If he and what, come on now. I take it back to what I said about what he said about Black Manta and clown work. Like, come on, brother. There's no way they sat down with Yaya and he actually agreed to, yeah, let me play myself and I break. I'm just going off of what he said here. He said Simon Williams.
You can slate whenever you're ready.
Simon Williams, reading for Wonderman.
So
I was born to play this character.
And we both have a lot riding on this. You better not mess this up.
I know.
Do you know how boring that looks? This looks like... What does this look like? It's like... At what point is he Wonder Man? Like, at what point... At what point... I didn't even want to go in a fucking Wonder Man fucking hole. Like, at what point is any of this happening? Like, I'm sure, I know none of this is happening, but at what point is he, like, using his abilities? I'm confused. I'm just confused. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand, because it's like this whole, from what they've shown here, and I get it. It's just the sizzle reel. Ooh.
You can slate whenever you're ready.
But he's just
Simon
running around
Williams,
with Trevor.
reading for Wonderman.
And every time we've seen Trevor in the MCU, some goofy ass bullshit follows. I just watched Shang-Chi the other day, because I'm sitting here wondering, where the fuck is Shang-Chi 2? Such a great fucking movie. Such a great movie. Such a great Marvel film. The opening to that film is phenomenal. The stuff with the Mandarin, when he's taking all the different through different time periods. The stuff when he fights his mother outside of Ta Lo, and she's using that airbending shit. That shit is dope. But then we get to the third act. Marvel just simply can't do third acts that well. Shang-Chi's third act is absolute garbage. I don't like it. But I was watching that the other day, and I was like, this is a really, really good film. And they just haven't gone back to that. I mean, you got Wonder Man, you got this stuff with Wonder Man that's going on, and I just, like I said, I don't really know what this film is going, or this show is going to be. The last time we saw the Trevor Slattery character, he it's always goofy, bro. Like, I mean, the stuff with him in the third act of Shang-Chi, when he showed up, they were trapped in the dungeon or wherever the fuck they were in Shang-Chi's compound, or his father's compound, the Mandarin's compound. And out of nowhere, they can just bust through this wall, and then there's this fairy tale creature from Ta Lo and all this goofy shit with Trevor Slattery. And I just feel like I'm putting goofy shit from Trevor with Shang-Chi, goofy shit with Trevor from Iron Man 2. Trevor's in Wonder Man. The sizzle reel for Wonder Man is already goofy without Trevor.
I was born to play this character.
Add Trevor. That was goofy. So, if I know everybody likes Ben Kingsley, I don't dislike Ben Kingsley. I just dislike stupid shit, and I think that this is going to be really dumb. And since we're here,
We both have a lot riding on this.
You
better not mess this up. I know.
It's the anniversary of Wakanda Forever. So yeah, that's Wonderman. I don't know if that's real. Again, I'm gonna assume it's not, just because he did say in that sizzle reel, Simon Williams reading from Wonderman. He didn't just, I thought he came in and said, I'm just reading from Wonderman. He said Simon Williams reading from Wonderman, so I'm sure he's not playing himself. I mean, that's just psychotic. There's no way. I mean, that is even in a Phase 4 error, that is so, that's worse than She-Hulk. That's worse than She-Hulk. So I don't know. Yeah, so that's Wonderman. That's what they're saying there. We're gonna move here to the anniversary of Wakanda Forever. 2 years ago. 2 years ago. Wakanda Forever came out. And sorry. 2 years ago, Wakanda Forever came out. It was definitely not the first film. I mean, I don't know why I need to rehash these things. Everybody knows what Wakanda Forever was. We all know. We've all talked about how the replacement of T'Challa, this child, the tropes, the nerfing, Wakanda not being Wakanda, Namor not fighting T'Challa, the funeral scene, how morbid it all is, the lack of money it made, how it was unrepresentative to the community, and you took away a character that people look up to, and all of the boxes. You know, we've talked about it all. We've checked it all. Kevin Feige recently talked about some of his favorite moments in the MCU. And one of those moments was Black Panther being revealed. Before we do get into it, we're going to look at this because I haven't seen this in forever. So we're going to look at this because it is the 2-year anniversary. So let's take a look.
No woman, no cry. No woman, no cry. Hey, little darling, don't shed no tear. No woman, no cry. Good friends we have, and good friends we've lost along the way. In this great future, you can't forget your past. So dry your tears, I say.
I haven't seen that in quite some time. I don't think I've seen it in 2 years, honestly. that the I am queen of the most powerful nation in the world and my entire family is gone still hits. Angela Bassett's performance is still it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. I hate that she had to do that for pull on such greatness or pull from greatness to get that scene. You know, she even said when her character was killed, "Why are you doing this?" and things like that. You know, so yeah, I haven't seen that since then. This film didn't age well. It did not age well, and it wasn't ever something that was going to age well. For all of the people that were telling us, or telling me specifically, I remember one of the comments specifically, and it always rang in my head, that someone commented on our initial reaction of this trailer and said, you all need to calm down. As it says in the trailer, we're going to be all right. 2 years later, I'm not all right. We're not all right. If you are a Black Panther fan 2 years later, no, motherfucker, we're not all right. All right. So, and some people might be saying, oh my God, here we go, a soapbox, you know, exaggerating or whatever. 2 years later, and there is still no T'Challa. We just watched the What If trailer. There's Wakanda's going to be featured in What If. He was alive in What If, as I discussed. Don't know if he's going to be in it. I'm going to go on the shot in the dark, and like I said earlier, and say he's not. And the reason I'm going to say that he's not is because he wasn't even in X-Men 97 when Bo DeMeo said that there was some what he say humanity over continuity. Nigga, fuck you. Humanity over continuity. As I've said many times talking about this shit when it comes to the Black Panther. None of these people that are talking, humanity over continuity, Marvel Studios themselves, or any of these fake outraged people online are sitting here caring 2 years, 3 years later, 4 years later about Chadwick Boseman's death, because none of them get up from their day to day, minute to minute, hour to hour, week to week, are thinking about Chadwick Boseman. You're not. It's fake outrage. Please stop. There makes no sense to me 4 years later from his death that we are still talking about humanity over continuity, but we just recasted Harrison Ford so we can get Brave New World the fuck off the ground after 37 goddamn reshoots, and that's still not working. Recasting Thunderbolt Ross still didn't work for you. Putting a big name like Harrison Ford still didn't work for you. But yet we are sitting here saying, oh, well, no, we can recast Harrison Ford. Nobody bats a fucking eye. One of the newest, I get reports sent to my Twitter, notification after notification, so I can kind of stay up to date on things. Although I have not been paying attention to things because of the political shit that's been going on. They are currently casting for the HBO spin-off, or the HBO series of Harry Potter. They're casting a new Dumbledore. No one's batting a fucking eye. When Dumbledore originally got recasted, when the first actor passed away, the new actor came on, and I forget their names. The second actor came on and said that he wanted to bring himself to that role, but at the same time they still recasted that character because these are fictional characters. The role goes on. So the simple fact that, again, as I said when I started this whole thing, this didn't age well. None of you, if you are watching and you are going against what I'm saying, and that's fine if you do, that's fine. You can feel how you want to feel about this film. I feel how I feel, and you can feel how you want to feel, but you cannot sit here and tell me that any of you are rewatching this. Who in the fuck since November 11th of 2022 has gone back and rewatched Wakanda Forever multiple times? I've had some people in the comments after I've said this before, most recently, say, well, I'm about to go watch it right now. Do that. That's fine. But no one is looking on Disney Plus and saying, Funeral. That's what I want to watch. This film doesn't have rewatchability. You wasted Namor. Not fighting T'Challa. Marvel doesn't give a damn to use T'Challa. Marvel doesn't get a damn to use to about this franchise, about this character, or anything like that. We are sitting 4 years later and we're still not even, we have no hint of this character. We have no idea what's going on with this character. As I've said before, with Avengers 5 and Avengers 6, with it being Secret Wars, there is a possibility from scoopers and things like that have said that we could possibly see him. I've had personal, my little Marvel source that has told me they're trying to get Damson in here. They're trying to do this. They're trying to do that. I'm going to continue to say it. I appreciate the scoops that I get from my Marvel source, and I appreciate the ones that I see from the Geeky Cast, My Time to Shine, the others, or whatever. But until I see it from Marvel Studios, where they are saying that we are going to recast this character, no, I don't see that happening. And I'm sorry. If that rains on parades, or if some people might be saying, oh, well, Darius, money. I've heard that too. Money. You know, money. If they want to make money, they're going to do this. Money talks. And money does talk. I understand that. Money does talk. John Boyega said, I'm never coming back to Star Wars. I don't know how many zeros they put on that check, but the nigga's back in Star Wars. So yes, money talks. I understand that. But when you were hearing that they're having conversations over at Marvel Studios from Bo DeMayo, when they were doing the animated stuff for X-Men 97, and he was saying just in 2021, 2022, they were still saying humanity over continuity? 2023, humanity over continuity? What makes you think they were going to recast this character in live action when they're not putting him in animation? Takes me back here. Eyes of fucking Wakanda. Eyes of not T'Challa. These are we're peering into Wakanda through eyes we don't care to peer through. I don't care to look at Wakanda through the eyes of Suri. I don't care to look at Wakanda through the eyes of Toussaint. I don't care to look at Wakanda through the eyes of War Dogs. I don't care, because whenever you get those people, those things were never the attraction to Wakanda. You pick up I'm sorry, I packed everything up in this room, so I don't have anything. You pick up any of a Black Panther comic, anything like that. It was never the War Dogs. It was never Suri. It was never any of these other characters or things that exist because T'Challa exists. We were captivated by Wakanda because this character of T'Challa that we fell in love with first, we're peering through his eyes and seeing Wakanda. Every Black Panther comic is centered around T'Challa. So the fact that we are having series and video games and books and conversations moving forward in the MCU without that character baffles me. It baffles me. And 2 years later, Marvel has yet to say anything outside of this motherfucker talking about one of his favorite moments was the reveal of the Black Panther. But he also said to Black Tree TV when he was doing his tour for Deadpool and Wolverine, when they were asking him about the big box office that Deadpool and Wolverine is going to bring in, and they compared it to the big box office, which was the first $1 billion in Marvel's pocket for Black Panther. And one of the things Kevin Feige said then was, you know, that was such a special time for me because I got to see all these people see themselves in the movie posters. And I remember doing that as a child, but I never really thought anything of it because everybody looked like me in the movie posters. Well, yeah. So knowing that, Kevin, why the fuck did you, or whoever's twisting your arm or whatever, did you make the decision to not recast the character? He came out and said shortly after, it was just too soon. This was in 2022. It was just too soon is what he said. It was just too soon to recast the character. Okay. We never said the character needed to be in Wakanda Forever. I didn't say Marvel better put him in Wakanda Forever. I said don't kill him. There's many things you can say outside of saying he's dead. So knowing that, Kevin, that you watched black little boys and black young men and black community, black women, black whatever, go look at these movie posters. And I've shown the video of the two black little boys running up to the poster outside the movie theater telling their mom, "Mommy, this one looks like me. He looks like me." If you knew that, why did you bury this character? Why did you bury this character effectively killing this franchise? And some of you might disagree, and to that I say, fuck off. There is no Black Panther franchise without T'Challa. It's just not. And I don't give a flying fuck how good Penguin did. I don't. I do not care how good the Penguin did. People are telling me, well, Batman's not in the Penguin. I don't give a fuck if the Penguin did good. We've already watched a film without T'Challa, and we know that that didn't do good. We're about to watch Eyes of fucking Wakanda, a 4-episode miniseries about everything but Wakanda, because they're going to be going against the Horde, an alien race from that's akin to the Eternals. They're going to be going back to the Trojan War. They're going to be speaking to Greek gods instead of the Black Pantheon gods. They're doing everything in Eyes of Wakanda except for shit that involves Wakanda. The synopsis says that it's going to be war dogs going back to take back precious vibranium artifacts. Again, this might have been interesting or somewhat, as I said about a lot of the other Black Panther rumored spin-off series that they had. I was interested in them. I was. You had me at hello. You had me at that. You had me. But then when you killed T'Challa, I was like, an Okoye series, A World of Wakanda, Eyes of Not T'Challa. I don't, why? That would, again, I can use many examples. But the new Jurassic Park film that comes out, the new Jurassic Park film that's coming out next summer in July. If you sat down in a Jurassic Park film and it was just people, and they said, no dinosaurs in a Jurassic Park film, we're just going to nix them. We're going to have the people in it. You're robbed. Why am I sitting down in Jurassic? I am ready. Why am I sitting down in a Jurassic Park film and there's no dinosaurs? That would be like me going to sit down. Again, I've done it in Sony films, in a Sony film. And you know how I feel about those. Without Spider-Man. Look how that's going for Sony. Look how it's going for Sony not having Spider-Man and Spider-Man shit. It's not going well. Morbius. Flopped. Madam Web. Flopped. Venom 3. T'Challa, if you move my fucking camera again. Venom 3. Worldwide, it's doing well. Venom 2 didn't do well. Kraven, the animal rights activist, we changed his entire origin, is not going to do well. So all this shit, I don't understand who these motherfuckers are on the screen. I don't know. Who is this? Like, who is this Star Wars looking person right here? But you know what? I won't be able to answer that question for you on who that is, because this is one I will not be tuning into. As I've said many times, when I saw Wakanda Forever in theaters, I walked out when they killed the Queen Mother. I didn't see the rest of it. There was no point for me to. So I won't be watching this either. I won't be tuning into this. I don't care. It was rumored that they spent, 20 or however much they spent on this animated series, their most expensive animated series. They wanted it to be akin to Arcane. That's why you've got the kind of stylistic animation like Arcane. They wanted it to be everything but T'Challa. They wanted to try to be everything but just to keep it away from T'Challa as far as possible. Is he going to be mentioned in this? I don't know. This is also before T'Challa, by the way. It's supposed to be before he's born, so. Yeah, so 2 years later, again, nothing has changed. Marvel hasn't given, and if Marvel's giving you hope, please throw some of that hope my way, because I have none. I don't have any hope for what Marvel's doing with T'Challa. I don't, as I've said about Avengers 5 and 6, if he is going to be in it, we should start hearing casting rumors about some of the variants or whatever, or actors or actresses that they're getting to play some of these variants in these films. Especially if Avengers 5 starts filming this spring or summer or whatever the fuck the Russos said, then you've got shortly after that, you're going to be going directly into Secret Wars, filming directly for Secret Wars. So they would have to be having some of these actors and actresses that are going to be portraying these variants, rumors or whatever, showing up soon. And if we get something saying that T'Challa is in it, okay, we'll see. I don't see that at this present moment. I don't see that changing. I don't see anything going in the way of T'Challa returning. So like I said, I will show this. This is from Fatal J. Fatal J put this together, and this is what Feige said.
My favorite 3 Marvel moments, that's very hard, but the 3 I will list right now, Tony Stark saying, "I am Iron Man."
Okay, Iron Man saving the world. That's a good one.
The Avengers coming out of the portals.
That's a good one, too. That's a real good one.
Black Panther being revealed for the very first time on screen.
That's probably the best one, but you killed them of strange illnesses that nobody knows about.
If that was the proudest moment of your life, was introducing T'Challa, because that's who the Black Panther is.
Why is he not in the MCU?
Then what exactly was it that allowed you for him to not be seen in any other iteration thus far? You know, it just, that doesn't really line up to me, unless you're telling me you're handcuffed and people are twisting your nipples about it.
Oh, I love the Black Panther, but
love it so much.
Time to get rid of him.
It's one of my favorite moments. I'm so glad I'll never see it again. What is this? What are we talking about?
Chad obviously had this incredible legacy as the character of T'Challa, but T'Challa himself is a character that has an incredible legacy and that deserves to be in the spotlight of what's going on right now. Like, I can't imagine. I mean, the thought of Marvel Studios doing Fantastic Four, doing Doctor Doom, doing all of this stuff without T'Challa just feels wrong. This is another thing that's really important to the Marvel fan base and something that I think we should try to get. We should try to signal, you know, respectfully. I think you need T'Challa.
Black Panther is the only major hero that has been put on a television screen for our children. Black, masculine, alpha male, Chadwick Boseman, Prince T'Challa. Why did you have to reinvent the Panther and his little sister?
Because we listened to the Death Peddlers. Because they needed to mourn Chadwick. Y'all, Chadwick had a whole memorial service, and now I'm sounding like I'm being harsh. I'm not. It's just that in the moment for this emotional satiation for the Death Peddlers, you see now that you have skirted a great opportunity with a great character.
Everybody has started having funerals for the Black Panther, T'Challa. And I was like, yo, wait, whoa. T'Challa's not dead, y'all. Like, he's still alive. The character does not have to die along with the person who played or portrayed the character, no matter how well of a job they did.
I went into Black Panther 2 nervous because they made, I think, the wrong decision to not recast T'Challa after the tragic passing of Chadwick Boseman, effectively killing off a super important character to the universe that Chadwick Boseman brought to life. I don't see how the way you honor him is by killing off his character and saying, thanks for all your work. We're just going to throw it in the garbage now. I just don't see how that honored Chadwick Boseman.
That's why I'm not looking forward to it. I'm still so angry. I feel like I'm being petty. Like, I don't even want to watch it just because I'm so anti this choice.
I've been giving this some thought, and I don't think they had grand plans for Black Panther beyond introducing Shuri.
We will not recast the character.
Chadwick Boseman passing just rushed their plans. If you look at the next generation of Marvel heroes, they're almost all females. Even Blade was supposed to introduce his daughter as the focus of the first draft.
Crazy.
So the fact they didn't recast and don't talk about recasting tells me they never meant to build the legacy on T'Challa.
And that was one of the things you said. You're like, dude, he is as impressive, if not more, than Cap.
Right. Oh, yeah.
And I was like, I had no idea. Like, I'd seen him in comics, but always side, like, you know,
see, and that's right there. That what he just said. I had no idea. There were a lot of people in 2016 that had no idea when he was introduced in Civil War. There were people that were waiting 50 plus years when the character was introduced in 1966 for him to join on the big screen. So all of these people that had no idea of who this character was, this character that's sprinting past my favorite blonde-haired, blue-eyed character, Captain America Steve Rogers, and Steve can't keep up. A character that is going hand-to-hand combat with Steve and Bucky and beating a fucking ass. A character that at the airport was giving it to almost everybody that got in his way. And then followed up with his own film. So yeah, a lot of people like him didn't know. But one of the things that I kept saying about seeing him in 2016, seeing him in 2018 in his, or seeing him in his own film in 2018, seeing him in Endgame and the others, made T'Challa a household name. Like Steve Rogers, like Spider-Man, like Tony Stark. So yeah, a lot of people had no idea who this badass character was, and now you won't know who this badass character is outside of the stuff that you already have either been privy to or looked up on your own after seeing this character in the MCU or whatever, because they've effectively killed this character. And again, I don't see any type of sign where Marvel's like, he's coming.
He's in this big event, and I never did a deep dive into his comics, but no, he's an awesome character.
Yep.
And why I will say this every fucking show, they need to recast T'Challa.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep, they should have. Matter of fact, perfect time with this reboot.
And I have always said, and I felt that this was the way to go, was that you give some breathing room right now just out of respect for Chad, and especially what this cast is going through. And then in the next film, then wherever T'Challa's supposed to show up, you can bring somebody else in, to the point you're going to get Secret Wars. Secret Wars is about bringing in incursions of all sorts, so you're going to you can cast whoever you want.
It always seemed like a strange decision that initially Kevin Feige was like, we cannot recast T'Challa in the MCU, but we can kill him off for the next movie. It was like, I don't know, this feels like an iconic character at this point. It feels like a cultural touchstone in modern pop culture, and you probably need the character of T'Challa around. I don't think they anticipated so many people saying, hey, listen, what happened with Chadwick Boseman dying of colon cancer is absolutely tragic. He was a very young man, just the heart goes out to the families and everything. But the character of T'Challa is likely bigger than Chadwick Boseman at this point. He might be too important. Obviously, the Black Panther character, T'Challa himself, reaches out even to a new audience of young men that have somebody, a role model they can look up to within the MCU. And I think that's important.
Man, T'Challa is an important character in the Marvel Universe. Super duper important. And he should be just as important in this MCU. Continue the character's legacy. Finish up this character. Give him his story.
With that death, there was very much a knee-jerk reaction online, and I even participated in this, a knee-jerk reaction of, don't you dare recast this character, because that would be dishonoring Chadwick's legacy to just, treat him as an actor who can just be replaced just like that. There's no plans or any sort of reports anywhere about when the character is going to appear again. It almost feels like that franchise is at a dead end, and I would attribute that to Disney not being willing to recast the character.
We're not going to recast the Black Panther. They're literally erasing this guy from history, and this is the original character. I have told you over and over and over again, they would not, and The Rock means not, do this to Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Spider-Man, Incredible Hulk, Captain America. Would not do that to any of those characters. But yet, the Black Panther, T'Challa, literally gets retconned out of a cartoon.
Bro, at this point, I'm just legitimately concerned that it's going to be years before we see T'Challa on screen again. Bro, it's been 5 years? Well, 3 if you want to count What If. So when we see Black Panther in X-Men 97, I thought the drought was over until boom!
King T'Chaka is right.
I ain't saying undo Wakanda Forever and recast. I ain't even saying Marvel got an agenda with this. But damn, we can't even get a 2-second cameo in an animated universe?
Maybe T'Challa was off limits because they're about to do something with T'Challa. Now, as an advocate of recast T'Challa, does this make...
Now listen, I'm not laughing at him. I'm laughing at that thought process that Marvel is not... Marvel loves T'Challa so much that they are taking him and putting him on a shelf for 5 years, and they're saying that's how much we love him. We love him that much that we are going to wait till the most perfect of perfect opportunities to take the character we love so much off of the shelf after 4, 5, 6, 10, 15, 20 years, and then say, this is the moment where we want to bring the character we love so much and put him back on the shelf. That right there is fucking ludicrous. It goes back to that whole thing I was saying last week. If you believe in Santa, I mean, Christmas is around the corner. If you believe that some fat ass white man is coming down your chimney and leaving gifts for you, then believe the shit that Marvel has plans for T'Challa and that they love him so much that he's sitting on a shelf.
Me want to stop and just say, oh, Marvel has done enough. Hey, I'm no longer going to say recast T'Challa. Hell no. I'm going to continue to advocate for recast T'Challa until T'Challa has been recast.
Everybody shares videos of black people doing crimes, black people being vulgar, black people fighting, black men not being there for their children is a running joke to everybody. But you would dare to take away something like this, a character that is royal, a character that has history, that has a legacy. You don't have too many of those out there. This is the reason why we continue to talk about it. Nobody would dare do something like that to Superman. You would never have Metropolis go on indefinitely without Superman. You would never have Gotham City go on indefinitely without Batman. There would never be a question of that. He will always rise. He will always come back. But you had a funeral.
Recast T'Challa, doubling down on Black Death is a trope we no longer want to handle. Wakanda Forever, T'Challa Forever has never been about the down on Black Death is a trope we no longer want to handle. Wakanda Forever, T'Challa Forever has never been about the man. So what is we saying? This ain't about Phantom and getting my way. It's all for the love, it's not for the hate. No matter what people are trying to say, recast T'Challa.
Yeah, recast T'Challa. I don't know that that's happening, but I am definitely, of course, still on board. Still going to be screaming from the rooftops, recast T'Challa. Chill shared this one, and I really like this one. This is from John. Now, John has those moments where I really agree with John. John has those moments where I'm like, all right, John, you're saying the right shit. John has more moments where I'm like, all right, John, shut the fuck up. But this one here, John has been on the recast train since the very beginning. He calls himself the godfather of the recast movement because he says he was the first to say recast T'Challa. But this is what he had to say. I remember this from 2020.
Because as you pointed out, John, Black Panther is not one man. It's a title. I don't think you can go on. I don't think you can recast.
I want to say 2020 is what started the Robert Meyer Burnett shit takes. I think that's when I stopped paying attention to Robert Meyer Burnett. I think that's when his shit takes started.
I disagree. Black Panther isn't about the title of Black Panther. Black Panther is about T'Challa. This T'Challa has become so important culturally. I'm not talking in the movies. I'm talking about in our world. And you know, the Black Panther character T'Challa has been around for decades. I just don't know that the proper thing to do with this legacy that Chadwick Boseman helped establish is to now say this inspirational character to hundreds of millions of people, this character that busted open these doors, we're now taking this character off the board. And by the way, I don't think Disney or Marvel looks at replacing Chadwick Boseman. There's a difference, I believe, between replacing an actor and getting somebody in to carry on their work. If you look at something like when Richard Harris passed away, they didn't get somebody in to just create a brand new Dumbledore. Michael Gambon came in. I remember his thing. He goes, well, I definitely want to bring a little bit of myself to the role, but I am here to carry on Richard's character. And I believe it's not just a semantic difference between replace and carry on. I think it's important that they carry on what Chadwick did.
You know, one of the things I've said many times when we, again, talking about this is checking all the boxes, sounding like a, broken record, repeating the same things when we talk about recasting T'Challa. If you really wanted to respect and honor Chadwick Boseman, stopping his work, because I don't care what any of you, if there are people out there watching that don't agree with the movement or whatever, Chad wanted this character recasted. He wanted this character, I won't say the word recasted, but he wanted he wanted to pass the baton. He wanted the character to continue on because he understood the importance of this character. He understood that this does not stop with me. This is not about me. This is bigger than me. So the fact that Marvel Studios always went the route and it was always going this route. There wasn't a thought process of what if we don't, because according to Nate Moore, This was decided within minutes by him and Ryan Coogler. Within minutes, they decided we are not going to recast this character. So, since this was decided within minutes, that lets me know no one thought to themselves, instead of just ending Chad's work, this was the last thing he worked on. Why, in the script, the original script that Chad did read, that we've talked about many times, why not bring the original script to life? That was his last piece of work. He helped write that. Instead, they said, no, let's bury that shit. Let's write some new morbid shit that completely disrespects what Chad's wishes were and what he would have wanted for this character. And let's do this. So, yeah, no, it never made sense honoring him this way. The opening of Wakanda Forever with the silent crawl of Chadwick Boseman, that's brilliant. Do shit like that. But the killing him, weird, bro.
But there are other options there narratively. If they want to say take what Chadwick did and then put it on a place of honor and say that is now there to the side for us to always look at and be inspired by, but we're going to try something different. I don't know. I there's a part of me that really hopes they decide to carry on Chadwick's legacy with this character T'Challa that has become so important to so many people. But I don't know. I mean, these are questions that aren't going to be answered in the next 4 months, right? I mean, these, right?
Whoa, and look at that. Here we are 4 years later, still not answered.
They're not going to answer. Like, for all we know, Chadwick and Kevin Feige had a conversation about who Chadwick would like to see play T'Challa next, for all we know. We don't know. Or maybe it's not something they've given one strip of thought to. But either way, it's probably not something that in the year of 2020 we're going to know.
2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, moving into 2025. John, we still don't know, brother.
Know the answer for.
We will not recast the character.
And we need an asterisk next to that 4 years later. That, my phone unfortunately died, so I gotta pull y'all's, gotta pop this out. How the fuck do you do this shit? How the fuck do you do this? Hold on. It's like pop out, yeah. Give me the chat. I still really can't see that the way I want to. I'll go to the chat in a minute though. Yeah, all right. Let's look at we can go to the chat now because yeah, let's go on to the chat. Where is that shit at? There we go. All right. Let's start with Andre's super chat, which I do appreciate. Thank you, Andre. Andre said, I still remember your review from Wakanda Forever, and it was so somber. It was a movie that none of us asked for. I remember that. That's when I do not go back. I don't go back and rewatch any of my videos like that. But that's one I'm not gonna delete or anything like that. But I'm not going to rewatch. It's one that I did cry in because it was sad. It wasn't the fact of crying because Chadwick or T'Challa wasn't in the film. I cried, as some of you know, and again, not going into that the details of all of that part. I've talked about it many times, but I coached AAU basketball. I do not any longer, but I coached AAU basketball, and I've lost two of my boys in car wrecks, 2 different times, 2 different teams in car wrecks. And the one that I had lost was very close to the release of that, when that film came. So that was not, that was a lot of death. It was a lot of death. So nobody was interested in seeing that shit. I was trying to escape that shit. So it was a lot of death. But let's see. Oh, okay. So this only goes up to here. And again, my phone is dead, so I'm sorry. But it only goes up to Raptor Cloak. So if there's something that's up here that I didn't see that you want me to see, put it down here. Raptor Cloak said, didn't work with Dominion by throwing the dinos in the side. Can't make Wakanda work without the king. Yeah, Dominion is fucking trash. That one's bad. And I'm a huge Jurassic Park fan. That one's bad. Let's see. G Stizzle said Madam Web was below CW level. I've never seen it. I won't. Haven't seen Morbius. I won't. Is that Thor doing that? Sophia said, that's what I'm asking about. Whose white man is this? SJ said, what's wild to me is more Sony not adapting, alternate Spider-Man. They are just not getting around to, they are just now getting around to Noir. If you can't name him Peter Parker, then name him Ben Reilly. I don't know what they're doing with that. I don't know what they're doing with that IP. I really like that IP. Thank you for the super from Michael, who said Boseman and Ledger. I wanted both recast after Pass. I will say that recasting him now would be weird too, unless it was via live action What If. One of the things I've always said with Ledger, I'm a huge Joker fan. It's my favorite comic book villain ever, and I remember when they casted Joaquin, when they announced when the poster came out or the little video that they released for him as the Joker. And I was like, man, please don't mess this up. Please don't mess this up. Because I had been saying, I was one of the ones that was like, man, no one's ever topping Heath. And I'm not saying Joaquin definitely did. I'm glad that they recasted him because like with the 3 Spider-Men, we can have the conversation of, well, Heath did this. Well, Joaquin did that, or I like how Heath did this, or I like how Joaquin did that, or whatever. You can have that conversation. It's not a conversation we can have with T'Challa. It's not one. Let's see. Raymond said, can cats understand humans? Yes. Abso-fucking-lutely they can. I have 9. And yeah, they can. They can all understand. They know exactly. Their cats are super smart. Like, I think there's a myth that like cats are not like really intelligent. And I'm actually going to deal with one of mine really quick because this will show you that they listen. Hold on. Let me deal with this. Okay. Yeah, cats, man. Yeah, they understand. They understand. Cleve said, yeah, bro, I wish they would have waited for BP2. Let's see. Birch said, if they don't recast him, then I'll be done with Marvel. Yeah. Xavier said, I love him so much, he had to go. Yeah, he just had to go. That's how much we love him. SJ said, proudest moment of my life introducing T'Challa, but nerfed his intellect to boost Suri, gave him the last screen time of any solo hero, the least screen time, killed him 2 times and 3 what if, and 2 times in 3 what ifs appearance. Raymond said, that's your favorite moment, yet you killed him and had an I'm not sure what that one is, made throughout the entire studio that he not appear in anything, a mandate. Let's see. Then Raptor Cloak said, because Chadwick transcended every blah, blah, blah. D Stizzle said, yeah, Josh calling us Planet Photonanics or whatever he said. SJ said, killed him 2 times in 4 movies, not counting Wakanda Forever. Blocked T'Challa from X97, and we still don't have him confirmed for Cliffhanger's EA game. Yeah, that's the thing too. And he's probably not going to be confirmed for, which is weird. It's weird. I don't even play video games like that. It's weird. D Sizzle said, Umar is underwater. Mexicans comment, yeah, that was that video. Professor Film Fed said was cute. Cleef, I'm not sure on that one either. Cleef 17 said they didn't have to kill him because this death isn't even talked about in the MCU. No, it's not. No, it's not, is it? It hasn't been discussed not once outside of that film. Gray said, everyone who I watch on here walked out of the theater like someone punched them in the gut. I knew then I wasn't going to go see it ever. Yeah. You don't need to. Understanding said, all the multiverse stuff, IDK, why they don't fix it. You would think, right? You would think. Stamina said, I was one of those no idea people, straight up. Yeah, like a lot of people didn't know. People just didn't know that this was who this character was. SJ said, I agree they never meant to build with T'Challa. Otherwise, why nerf him purely to benefit Shuri? What other hero got nerfed purely to boost their supporting cast? Also, they gave him no major moments in Avengers movies, but made sure Okoye got a cool fight. That is true. That is kind of true. Let's see. Sophia said, and that's why he had a problem with him. Everything he was built to be in 1967 or 66. As the king of Wakanda, he lived up to them. He made him 1 billion. Let's be real. They didn't want that black man. Oh, of course. No. They didn't expect that. Cleve17 said, would have loved to see T'Challa versus Red Hulk. SJ said, Kevin is like, I love T'Challa. That's why I'm doing Hickman's Secret Wars and time runs out with no T'Challa. How do you love T'Challa and adapt that event without him? D Sizzle said on Winston and Jay Washington. I'm not sure on that one either. Let me see. Raptor Cloak said, even Chadwick's own brother thought T'Challa needed a new actor. What's Disney and Marvel smoking? Right. And his niece. She even said it too. Bird said, just rewatched the interview Damson Idris had talking about potentially playing T'Challa special. I think he can really deliver on T'Challa's intelligence, something we never got from Chadwick. I really like Damson as him. He is in my top 3. D-Sizzle said there's definitely an agenda. Oh yeah, for sure. Black Panther said, Rosales is right. I said the same thing. That was the plan all along. Chadwick would eventually move on if he hadn't gotten sick. Xavier said it's right in people's faces. Stamina said the same way that they can say mutants are coming, Scarlet Witch will return, etc. They could easily just say T'Challa will be back. To not do so is a choice and a bad one. I agree with that. That's a very good comment. That is very true. We are sitting here talking about the Scarlet Witch returning. We're talking about the mutants are coming. How easy would it be? I mean, Blade is still coming. How easy would it be for Kevin Feige just to say, oh yeah, T'Challa's coming. Like, we have plans for him. We have plans. I mean, how easy would that be just to to put some positivity into the recast crowd so we could be like, oh, this is what Kevin Feige said. Now, again, that would solidify a few things. I mean, if he just came out and gave the same confidence that he's giving about Blade, 6 years later, and it's still not here, he could say, hey, yeah, we have plans for T'Challa. He's coming. We have plans for him. But no, they haven't said shit. So that's very true. They could, but they haven't said shit. Raymond said, I think the reason not to recast hurts us more than it hurts them. After all, we're going through as black people. We need a T'Challa, and with all we are about to go through in the next, we need the King of Wakanda even more. Raymond also said, we need a hope and a dream of Wakanda in a world where we live under oppression by an empire that hates us. We need his story. We need him, but they took him away from us. Gray said, the grandfather of recast T'Challa. Yeah, that's what John calls himself. Cornelia said, John the first to take the top off the Maybach Campia. Stamina said, every now and again, Josh will land a solid point. Rare as rocking horse shit. I like Josh. I like Josh a lot. He has been a recast crowd too. Raymond said, technically, he is the first. He said it that Monday after Chadwick passed away. I'll give him that. Joe said, no T'Challa, no Dollar. Yep, I remember that during 2022 being the same. Professor the Film Fan said he flip-flopped a lot during that time. Are we talking about John or Robert Meyer Burnett? Raymond said Jay Washington is another one who is a Marvel simp. Salmon said Jay Washington is terrible, can't deal with dude. Do I know who Jay Washington is? Raymond said, I'm just glad Winston has gotten on board and can watch him with Kristen. I'm not sure who Jay Washington is. I need to know who that one is. D Sizzle said, Jay been wishy-washy as fuck. Bird said they have no respect for Chadwick. Xavier said they clearly had their own agenda in mind. Cornelius, Kevin, Big Back, Feige wanted this. Gray said, "Where's Nate Moore?" Yeah, so Gray, I know earlier in that DM you sent me the picture that was just strictly for the Brave New World. That's from Brave New World. But what I'm saying is, are they saying that Nate Moore is symbolically dead in Marvel? By putting that in there, because I haven't seen or heard from this man. That's the first time I've even seen Marvel address or anything with his name out since 2022. So I don't know if he's like on an extended vacay. I don't know what's going on with him. Thank you for that super chat. Who'd that come from? Michael that said, Mr. What If Season 3 talk. I felt nothing from it. I liked Season 1, missed Season 2, feel more like Star Wars Visions than What If to me. Thank you for that super chat. And I will say the same thing, Michael, that I'm not a fan of What If. I watched Season 1, certain episodes. Season 2, after episode 1, I didn't tune in. There are things from Season 3 that looks like it'll pique my interest, so I'll definitely try to tune into that and see what that looks like. Let's see, we'll go up. Puma Lee said they have to recast T'Challa Senior. He is a necessity of the future of the MCU, right? Cornelius said Nate Moore is responsible for executive producing Brave New World. Yeah, I know, but I'm saying, like, where is he? You know, I haven't seen the nigga since 2022. He's been MIA since what's the last interview he did? The one with E-Man? Was that the last interview? I haven't seen this man. I haven't seen him on pictures. He's not talked about Brave New World or anything like that. Is he busy with the reshoots? Like, is all the 42 reshoots? Is he busy with that? And that's why I asked, did they symbolically kill him? Like, is that them showing that tombstone? Like, I know he's not dead. Like, that's not what I was asking. I'm saying, like, them showing that tombstone with it saying Nate Moore, was that Marvel telling us, like, that's why we're seeing Brad so much, because he has effectively replaced Nate Moore, even though Brad has been there for a long time, I guess, has been in the shadows. But telling you, brother, it's like they subbed Nate Moore out and Brad has just been running with it. So I'm asking symbolically, is that Marvel saying, like, this nigga's dead? Like, he's gone. Like, we took his advice on Wakanda Forever, and we're paying for it. So I don't know. Where is he? Where is Namor? Have you seen this man? Let's see. Raymond said we probably won't know for the rest of this godforsaken decade. Oh, no. We're not. I guess, bruh, I don't know how many times I've said it. And I really don't be trying to rain on a parade. I want him to come back, too. They don't, like, it ain't. No. They don't care. John C., what's up? Appreciate you being here. Cleve 17 said I only saw it once, and that was enough for me. Yeah. Zach said, I said this earlier, but I can honestly say I only watched Wakanda Forever 2 times. That's all I said, once. Quincy said Darius just wanted to show legs again. Actually, no, I haven't. I need to work out my legs. They're not muscular. at all. They're gross. Andre said Wakanda Forever has no rewatch value. Of course not. I mean, it's like, again, I've let me put it this way. I watched Michael Jackson's funeral when it aired. I have no interest in going back and rewatching Michael's funeral. The fuck would I want to do that? I cried through the whole fucking, as if I knew this man personally, but we all know my love for Michael Jackson. As a matter of fact, speaking of Mike, the film has been delayed. But I'm okay with that. Maybe it's to touch some shit up, to do some better shit. I don't know. I'm okay with that. Just get it right. As long as we're not 6 years later talking about, well, the Michael Jackson film has been delayed again. I'm fine with it. It's fine. Yeah, I would never rewatch that funeral. So why the fuck would I want to go rewatch a Marvel funeral? There's 2 funerals in that movie, by the way. So, I mean, 3 if you count the stupidity of Wakanda. Xavier said, I was talking to the cats. Yeah, run to the cats. Yes, the cats. Andre said, are they still selling Wakanda Forever merchandise? Well, I will say, at least at my, well, actually, no, I don't think there's any Wakanda Forever. Like, if you go like vintage stock or like places like that, yeah, you're still going to see some Wakanda Forever figs. Maybe even at GameStop, even they might have some like for, some cents. Like, I don't know. They still got the Eternals there that will eternally be there. Those figures are going nowhere. And Wakanda Forever, again, no puns intended, will forever be there. So, I don't know. I know I've seen some toys though, not at like Walmart's or things like that, but I've seen some of the toys that are still there. Nate said Nate Moore has been hella absent. Yeah, where is Nate Moore? Ryan Fisher said Trump can bring back T'Challa. Oh. Terrell Austin said no T'Challa, no dollar. Cornelia said, oh, wait. Not talking to me. Chill Spot said, Kevin David was the first actor to portray T'Challa. Removing this version from X-Men 97 seems disrespectful and goes into the only one mentality Chadwick talked about in that interview. Yep. Pumalisa said that's true. No mention of T'Challa's death by anyone in the MCU. Nah, that's true. Like there's none of the other heroes have said anything. Raymond said, you know who Jay is. You either watch Blurred's. Oh, him. Is that him? Is his name Jay? The Blurred's dude. You watched Blurred's. Collider Heroes. Okay, is that him? That kind of, and again, not trying to be mean. I'm just kind of describing the brother, the scruffier brother, heavier set. Him. But yeah, yeah, him. Yeah, he is. His comments on recast and his comments on T'Challa. I've seen his shit on Twitter. See, again, the reason I don't really know who he is because out of sight, out of mind. I don't pay attention to those people. Like, I don't give energy to, I told y'all, that shit on Twitter, arguing with these anti-recast people, unless you come for me, I don't pay it. Like, I don't hop, if I see anti-recast shit, I don't hop on those threads. Because why am I going to argue with you? Why am I going to argue with you about something that's not going to change your mind? You're not going to change my mind. You can stay on your space. I'm going to stay in mine. So I've seen Blurred's shit that he says. Yeah, I let him stay in his lane right there with dumbass, what's his name? What is his name? I forgot his name. He's got the black, he's on Twitter. He's got his profile picture is the black dude, cartoon dude with the hood. It's got glasses or something on. I forgot what his Twitter name used to be. But him. SJ said the old Collider days were pretty fun. Sophia said, my problem is they didn't expect Black Panther to do so well, and because it did so well, it scared them. If you know anything about comic, the King of Wakanda is a part of everything Secret Wars. Yep. John said, Darius, you should start a Discord if you don't have one yet. We do have one. I need to jump back in the Discord and get the Discord more organized and actually hang out with the Discord people and things like that and have conversations and all that. But there is a Discord. There is a Discord. Just need to really ramp that back up. Sophia said, really wonder how they're going to do Secret Wars without him. His footprint is everywhere on this. I've said that too. I mean, Time Runs Out literally opens in Wakanda, so I don't know how they're doing that. Xavier said they recast Nate Moore. Let's see. And thanks, John, for that. I can put the Discord. Let me see. Let me put the Discord in the chat real quick. I will put the link to it just in case anybody would like to join the Discord. You can. Like I said, I need to. Your comments are hidden. I don't see your comments hidden. I see all your comments. Let me see. Okay. Where's the link? Hold on. Raptor Cloak, this is pulling up. I'll keep reading. Raptor Cloak said Nate Moore is like Bernie Mac at the end of Players Club, nowhere to be seen. Kane said only seen it once. Yeah. Pumalee said Marvel might give us Handyman before they give us T'Challa, sadly. How do I copy the link to this? Because this is not like on a share. I have, for those of you that don't know, I am not, if I don't use an app or something, or daily, often, I don't know how to work it. I know how to work Discord on my phone. Discord on, where the fuck, how do you share this shit? What? That's wild. Like, there's no share button. No, like, link. Somebody share the link to the Discord that's in the Discord. Share the link for me, please, in the chat. Because I can't figure out how to fucking share it from here. Let's see. Why the... All right. Gray said, go to any Ollies and you can get the whole wave. That is very true. There you go. Yeah, they're still at Ollie's. It gets passed down to Ollie's. Ollie's gets a lot of the Marvel figures that, which is actually, Ollie's gets some good ones too. I finally got, I don't think she's in here. Hand me the Allfather. Will you hand me the Allfather? I recently got Gracias. I recently got who is it? What's her name? A few different figs. I recently got the Allfather though. Hold on, let me straighten this up where you can see it. You know how dope this fucking thing is? You know how dope this fucking thing is? Yeah, and that the box doesn't do it justice. You know how big he is? You know, I cannot wait to set him up with my Loki and with my Thor and have him like, bro, do you know how this is dope? I've said many times, I collect the Marvel Legends figs. If any of you truly love me out there, and you don't have to do anything for me at all. I'm just throwing ideas out. My birthday is in January. Christmas is in a month. There is a giant man that has been released that I would love to have, and I think he would fit perfectly with my Avengers team. I can give that P.O. box if you're interested in blessing me. Raymond said we love you, but no. No. That fucking thing is it's You know what? I was actually talking about this other day. How many people are currently in the chat? Does it? I don't know if I can see that from here. Hold on. How many people are currently watching? There are. Does it tell me that? Okay, a little like 50-something people. How much is the figure divided between all 50 of y'all? And everybody send 10. There you go. I could get him then. I could get him, and it would be hours. It'd be hours. And we'd share it. And I'd make sure that it is in with view of the camera, because it'd be Planet Fanatics Giant Man. So that's what it would be. Y'all would love that shit. Planet Fanatics Giant Man. What? Okay. I got a lot more though too. Like I got some pretty cool dope ones. I finally got Shang-Chi. Comic accurate Shang-Chi, finally got him. I got Gore. Yeah, I got Dracula. I got the entire what's the newest wave? The Marvel, what's that one? The Stranger Things wave, or Strange Tales wave, with the new Brother Voodoo. He's fucking sick. He looks great. Yeah, got some dope shit. Rico said, what's up? Appreciate you being here, Rico, or Ricardo. Why do I call you Rico? Ricardo, appreciate you being here. Raymond said, Marvel is going to give us a Squirrel Girl before they give us another T'Challa. Oh, God. There was actually a Squirrel Girl series with that whole team that you can actually look up that shit on YouTube. The footage, it never aired, but it's there. It's there. It was a thing. Okay, Raymond said, yeah, Jays. Yeah, so that's who he is. That's who it is. Stamina said, although I posted a link and replied to John and doesn't show up on there's a screen auto blocking links. Oh, really? I don't know why that's doing that. And don't ask me to change it because I don't know how. I couldn't even send you the fucking link to the Discord. D Sizzle said Blankman sequel before a new T'Challa. Ricardo said Cap 4 still looks underwhelming. In my opinion, Thunderbolts is Thunderbolting. Yeah, bro, Thunderbolts looks like a good time. Captain America. Why am I fighting the Hulk? I don't know. Bird said, yeah, what's up with the Discord? I know, guys, I need to jump back into the Discord. I really do. It's my fault. It's my fault that Discord is so uninteresting and not talked about, because I need to place people in charge of certain things in the Discord, like like people that I have in mind if they'd be interested. Some of you that have been here for a while, like Gray, D-Stizzle, Stamina, some of you guys, get at me. Would love to. Now, how that works, I might have to talk to Henry, but yeah, get it set up. Raymond said, tell Q get his ass back on the mic. I was just talking to Q about getting back on the other day. Q's finally got his shit together over there so he can get his desk, and I'm moving anyway. That's that has been stressful as fuck. I'm just ready for normalcy. I'm ready to move into the new house so I can set my studio up the way I want it and everything like that. This is irritating the shit out of me daily. So yeah, once we get all that together, he's definitely gonna be back on the mic. Who's that off screen? Nosy Raymond. Puma Lee said it's Discord. They love drama, no sharing. Bird said, did recast T'Challa trend today? I think it did trend today. I don't really know because I really wasn't on Twitter like that a lot today, but I did hop on there to share something, but I don't know. I got to get the Brother Voodoo. Yeah, hit me Brother Voodoo too, please. The Brother Voodoo is actually very dope. Yeah. Dracula is dope. The Gore I just recently got is dope. So let's see. Okay. This is Dracula. I can't wait to set him up with like my Like, bro, I'm about to have all, like, I've already got a blade. Like, the blade I have is dope as shit. I've already got a good blade to kind of set up my Midnight Suns, and I'm obviously having my villain that they're set up with be Dracula. There's Dracula. You can't really see him because that ring light sucks, but he is super dope. Super dope. Like, I love it. Great Dracula. The Brother Voodoo is a step up from the last Brother Voodoo that they gave. He looks fucking phenomenal. Yeah, like they put more emphasis on the face paint. I should start doing fucking action figure reviews. That's what I need to do. I need to start doing action figure reviews. Yeah. He looks great. Like the new staff, because the original one, the staff is fucking flimsy as shit. This one is dope. This staff comes up with the, like with the ghost heads and different spiritual heads coming out of it. That's dope. You even got different hands. Like, it's a great Brother Voodoo. The cape looks better. The eyes are more defined. The hair looks so much better. It's such a better figure than the first Brother Voodoo that Marvel Legends released in Hasbro. I'm sorry, I'm kind of, if you're not interested in this, you don't have to watch me. I got Scar too. Scar is dope. I'm gonna put him when I start putting together my who did I say, my Dark Avengers team. Scar is going to be right there with my Dark Avengers team. At one point in the comic, Scar wasn't on the original Dark Avengers team, but at one point he is one of the roster members, and I like that, so I'm going to put him on that roster. Yeah, I got some other shit over there too. I've got because we went to Texas, and I got a bunch of cool ones. I'm gonna build my Midnight Suns team. I got Swamp Thing, Man Thing. I'm gonna put Man Thing on the team. I got the Fantastic Four pack with Wolverine and Spider-Man, so I can put Spider-Man and Wolverine on my Fantastic Four team. I've been looking for this shit. Finally got the one with Forge and Storm and Jubilee, because I didn't have a Forge, and I needed Forge on my X-Men team, but I didn't have one. This is Man Thing. The Man Thing figure is pretty dope, and Hasbro just recently did their new. They dropped their new stuff that they're coming out with all the time for Hasbro. Whether it be Marvel, whether it be Black Series, Star Wars, the Transformers figures, the G.I. Joe figures, or whatever it is that you collect, if you are a collector, they talked about those, and they just talked about some of the new Marvel Legends ones they're dropping. They are doing a Werewolf by Night. We haven't had a Werewolf by Night Marvel Legends figure since like the early 2000s with that 4-figure pack that came with Werewolf by Night, Dracula, and the rest of them. This is probably going to be super dope, because it's not going to be the Werewolf by Night from the show. It's going to be a comic accurate Werewolf by Night, so I can't wait to put him, even though this is the Man Thing from the show, this is not Man Thing from the comics. Can't wait to line him up with the rest of my Midnight Suns team, because my Midnight Suns team, I got Clea. I'm putting her on my team, my built team. I got some dope shit. Who else? Moon Knight. This is a much better Moon Knight than the Moon Knight I fucking have now. So much better. They've come out with several different versions of Moon Knight and Marvel Legends, but this Moon Knight, fire. He's fire. Yeah, he's great. He's great. He comes with the moon disc that he throws. Comes with the a staff. Like it's super dope. Super dope. Super dope. This wave is a wave I have Superior Iron Man from this wave. I have Kazar from this wave. I have not seen Cable from this wave. I have Wolfsbane from this wave, and that's it from this wave. I need Icarus, because I do have Black Knight, and I have who did Gemma Chan play? Why am I blanking on her? Cersei. I have Cersei in the Black Knight, so I'm trying to. Marvel Legends is slowly coming out with comic accurate Eternals figures, so I'm slowly building that team as well. This is my Storm with Forge. There's Forge. There's Storm with the short hair. I already have to me, the Jubilee I have is better than this, but I like the fact that she does come in this X-Men uniform instead of her coat and everything else, so I have another Jubilee. And then one of the last things is just My Fantastic Four, Wolverine, Spider-Man. I wish this came with She-Hulk because there was out of all of them, She-Hulk was the longest member on the Fantastic Four in the comics outside of, some of the others. So she was on the team the longest. This would have been a dope 3-pack if this would have come with She-Hulk in the middle. Come on, Hasbro. Think, bro. If this would have come out with She-Hulk in the middle, this would have been dope. A She-Hulk with her Fantastic Four uniform on, then you set her up with these two, with your other Fantastic Four figs. Whew. That should be dope. That should be dope. All right, the last thing I will show you, I already took this one out of the box because this one's definitely wasn't staying in the box. And I can't wait to set him up either because I have some other gods. That's what I was saying with like the Allfather, with Thor, with Loki. There's some other god figures I have. And set up Gore. Gore, this is a great, I wish I could get that to be focused. This is a great Gore figure. The light is too light. It's a great Gore figure. He does come with interchangeable hands. So he comes with a hand where you can, with the Necro Sword, and he comes with a hand without the Necro Sword. He also comes with a head that is different where he's got his hood on. So this is a great, this opposed to the fucking Christian Bale figure. What? Keep that shit. Give me this all day. This is dope. And then the last thing is I've been hunting this forever, and that's just Shang-Chi. I've been hunting Shang-Chi forever. Finally got a good Shang-Chi. Now I got to get a bunch of different hand figures. I was going to grab Iron Fist the other day. I saw him, but I didn't, and I should have. But dope. Dope shit. So my figure, I've already got a shit ton of figures already, but it's building, and I really can't wait to set this shit all up. Yeah, some of them, Cornelius, I do keep in the box. Some of them I do keep in the box. Like I have a Red Hulk that I will never take out of its box. I have one that I have taken out of its box. I have a Spider Woman that is so fucking rare. That bitch is never coming out of that box. Like she is never coming out of that box. I have thanks, Gray. It was a pretty dope haul. I have some Star Wars figs. Like I have an Episode 2 Anakin fig. He will never come out of his box. I have a Clone Wars Ahsoka figure. She will never. I have two separate Clone Wars Ahsoka figures. I've got the one with the green lightsabers from like seasons 1 through 3, and then when her outfit changed, neither one of those will come out of their boxes, like ever. You know what's really hard for me to find unless I order them? T'Challa figures. Like, it's hard for me to find T'Challa figures. I have 2 solid T'Challa comic accurate figures. I don't do the movie stuff. I don't have any even Black Panther movie stuff. I just don't. I hate that shit. Like, there's a busk of Spider-Man because I was looking, for my new house and stuff. I was looking for like some busk and shit that I want in the house. There's one of Tom Holland as Spider-Man. It's literally Tom Holland in my house. Like, it's just like me waking up and, there's Tom Holland just in my house. I don't want a giant, but I don't like the movie stuff. Like, give me comic accurate type of shit. So, yeah, I really love collecting the Marvel Legends figures. But yeah, some of them I don't unlock. I won't unbox. Yeah, the Marvel Frankenstein in that 4-pack, if that's what you're talking about, Puma Lee, that one was dope. Comic versions are way better. D-Sizzle, yeah, they are. Grace said, Darius, you need to do an action figure. Should I do action figure reviews for real? I really should. Henry has told me that all the time. Henry's like, I don't know why you don't do action figure reviews. I probably should jump into action figure reviews because I pay attention to like the leaks, even on, like I pay attention. I don't talk about it here because like y'all likely, some of you care, some of you likely, I'm sure we lost a lot of the audience when I started doing that. But I'm sure like some of you do care, some of you don't care, but I pay attention to like the leaks of Marvel Legends figures too. Like there's some dope ones coming out. Like they're slowly building the Dark Avengers team right now. Like they just came out with the Norman Osborn when he had on the Iron Patriot suit. Like, yeah, bro, like they have some dope shit coming out right now. So I have Sentry already. They're coming out with the Marvel Legends. It's going to be the black suit of Spider-Man with the 6 arms. They've already got the 6-armed blue regular suited Spider-Man, but they're coming out with that one for the Dark Avengers team. So some pretty dope shit. They have some pretty dope shit right now. Let's see. Stamina said also, Darius, top left corner where it says top chat, with the downward arrow, click on to switch it to live chat. Is that this? Oh. Oh, this. Oh, I see. I see. Okay. Okay. Where was I? Okay, here we are. Bird said action figure review would be dope. Raymond said, not talking to me. John C said, I guess if I mentioned doing Twitch, I'm asking for too much. No, you're not. I really do need to be doing all those things. I need to be doing Twitch. I mean, Henry and I tried to set, we just didn't finish the process of setting up the Patreon. And that's simply because I need to be on a better schedule to actually do a Patreon, because that is way more in depth. It's way more personal. It's way more that we can do on a Patreon stream than we'd be able to do on a live stream, just simply because of copyright shit and all that. But yeah, I need a better schedule, and that hopefully is coming when I finally move and I'm not doing stupid shit every damn day. D Sizzle said Wolfsbane. Yeah, she's already packed up though, or I'd definitely show her. But she is packed up. She's with the rest of them. These are out of the box. I just went to Texas weekend before last, and bam. Bird said so much potential with Moon Knight. I wish he got a movie. Yeah. Let's see. Cornelia said I want to see She-Hulk Hot Toys figures though. That the D Plus show sucked. Yeah, I don't. Her figures from the Disney Plus show are awful. I have a comic accurate one of her from Avengers Disassembled. That's a beautiful figure. They just recently came out with a new one of her, but it's more of her when she first came on the scene somewhat. Not first came on the scene. It's when they made her more sexy in Marvel Comics, when they really went for the sexy look of her and she had on like the short shorts with the sports bra tank top deal. That's the figure that they just came out with, the big curly hair. That's the one that they just came. That one's nice too. I do want it. I just haven't seen it yet, but I do want that one. Cornelia said that's how she should have looked. Yeah. Raymond said, yeah, Gore looks better than in the comics, so much better. Thanks, Xavier. I love those. Love the ones we just got. I also got a Palpatine for my Black Series figures, but Black Series just came out with a new Super Battle Droids. Something we never had in Black Series. So now it's like, damn, why are they not in like a 3 or 4 pack? It's like just one of them, and no. It'd be better if they were like in a 3 or 4 pack so you can get them. They do stupid shit at Hasbro sometimes. I really feel like they can make a lot of money, but then they also charge out the ass for some of that shit. Like the 3-pack Clone Wars figure thing was like $60 for 3. No. Blackbird said Black and Gold T'Challa is unmatched. That's the one I don't have. It came out with I forget which wave that was. It wasn't too long ago. I got Namor from that wave and a few others, but unless I order him, I could not find T'Challa. I couldn't find him. But I never can. I never can get lucky and get one of the newer released ones. Stamina said, Darius out here being Zendaya's stunt double. Waking up to Tom Holland. Bro, the busk of it was like, it's just Tom. It's just Tom. Cornelia said, yo, get into Hono Collectibles to their one scale comic accurate figures, but not as expensive as Hot Toys. There's, what's it called? Let me see, because I've looked at, oh, my phone's dead. I've looked at some Hot Toys, and you have it right with the expensive. There is a Hot Toy Anakin Skywalker that I really want. But what they are asking for him is really a lot. But he is beautiful. Bird said to the figure reviews. Okay. So we got three viewers so far that'll come to the figure reviews. So maybe we should do those. Raymond said, I want at least 2 Hot Toys, a T'Challa and a Tony Stark, and maybe Captain America from Winter Soldier. That's my favorite suit. Yeah, those Hot Toys are dope, bro. They really are. They are dope. Cornelius, don't you have the Kang Hot Toy? Or did you just post about it on Twitter? Raymond said, oh no, I just said that. Bird said, yes, you do. No, read that again. D Sizzle said, Carla Stoffen, Dark Avengers, Miss Marvel figure. Yes. The one that they are about to come. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. And I can't wait to put her next to my Dark Avengers team. Stammer said, Patreon is greater commitment / time investment in order to be worthwhile on both creators and consumers. Exactly. And that is why we have not yet. That's why we kind of stopped the setup. I need to be moved and really have a better schedule to be able to commit to a Patreon. Yeah, the Warbird is dope. Warbird is dope. Cornelia said Diesel said he's down. Yeah, I thought you had the Kang one. Star Wars figures were popping years before Marvel and DC. Yeah. Growing up, I had the figures that before Black Series went to the bigger sized ones. I had the ones that were like this size figures. But I also had a shit ton of them. I had the clone ship. Got that for my birthday, and it had the little pegs where you could put the clones on it. It had this little button where you're flying it, bro. My imagination as a child was unmatched. The shit I used to do with my toys, unmatched. I used to have a fucking good time. So I would you fly it. There was this button you could press where the bottom would release and the bottom would fall out with the clone still attached to it. And sometimes it landed like it's supposed to. Most times it landed with them on their faces. You pick it up and it's like you drop and they just start like, bro, that's some dope shit. I had some really, really cool. Now what my mom did with all that shit, I would love to have that now, but wasn't thinking about that at the time. But those original Star Wars figures were really cool. I had the Darth Vader voice helmet changer. A lot of cool shit. They have the Norman Osborn Hasbro helmet just released. I want that. Mia Goth left Blade, Bird says. That has recently reported. I'll have to look. Grace says, schedule out your different teams and waves and let us know when you're ready. Oh, I definitely will. I definitely will. Now, I'm serious though. Like I need to get because I do want to do a figure. I've watched the figure reviews for those of you that have not seen it. Let me show this, and then this will be one of the last things I show y'all. We got to get going. Pull it up. No. From the HasLab. Bro, do you know? Is this Shartimus? Let's go to Shartimus.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Shartimus Prime here, doing another Marvel Legends action figure review on a very special Marvel Legends series.
Look at the box. Oh my gosh.
We're gonna look at the HasLab Giant Man. And holy crap, I really love this packaging over here.
So
I do think
dope.
it looks awfully sweet. You can see
That also, that Wasp, that's a new one. They just came out with a 2-pack figure of Wasp and Hank. I need that 2-pack. This is them from, obviously their comic accurate ones. I have a Wasp figure, but this is like old Wasp and Hank. So those are some great outfits there.
I really love this packaging over here. I do think it looks awfully sweet. You can see all the Avengers right there. Not every single one of them, but one thing that's fun about opening this is that when you look on the side of it right here, you see all these Avengers staring at you when you first open the
box is dope.
Pretty sure.
Yeah,
By the
box
way,
is
when
dope.
you open it, I recommend opening it from the bottom. That I do miss about this
Look how
HasLab. I
big
liked getting the bonus
he
figures. I
is
know some people
compared-
didn't like
he's
that.
Holding a 6-inch figure. You just can't beat that. And then every single one of his fingers have the different joint, little muscle movements. So he can move his fingers, and you can make him do different things with his fingers, or whatever the fuck you want him to do. The different faces.
I did. It's not
Every
losing
single
points,
joint
though,
moves
for
as its
that.
own.
There are some complications with the figure. Well, not major complications. The hands, I recommend heating those up. Big thanks, OC Swagger, for throwing that little tip my way. That
Probably
was
really
definitely
stiff
helpful.
when you
But
bring
other
them
than
out
that,
of
the
the box.
articulation's really good. The paint applications are awesome. I really love the sculpt of this thing. Just
And then
about
you've
like
got,
110
the
away from. I love how the
zombie.
nose is chipped away right over there. Using the white ones, just nice plates, man. I love right there. Nice black
So
paint
then they
mixed
have
in
him
with it
stand
as
up
well.
next
They did not
to-
spare the paint.
Hold
Yeah, I
on.
feel like they got everything
Next to the
painted over here. And the abs, the stretching of the fabric looks really good throughout on it being 22. But yeah, that's probably because you can see Giant Man next to the HasLab Sentinel.
These two they just came out with also fucking dope. I have a lot of X-Men, but there's a lot more that I need on my teams and shit like that. But these are dope. Like this right here alone is $300 for one of these, $300 or $400 for one of these. He is like $600 for Galactus. Galactus is pretty expensive.
And we have the HasLab Galactus, Carrie Fisher, Berserk, the one Giant Lab, compared
There it is.
to
I have this one. Womp womp womp. This is the Giant Man I have. I have the Giant Man from the original BAF Build-A-Figure way from like the early 2000s. I don't have him from building him in the 2000s because when I used to go pick up my Marvel Legends figures from Walmart, I was never lucky enough to ever build a wave. Like they always had the same people. So, and my mom, I had a black mom, so she wasn't about to, if it was on the way, we could stop at Toys R Us, but if it wasn't on the way, no. So this is the one I have as of recently. That's the one I want.
I think this is an Ant-Man accessory from a Marvel Universe figure. They're trying to do my whole growing effect.
Yeah, like
Freaking
look
huge!
at that, bro.
And you
look
look
at
awesome. Hey, high five, bro. I don't have many gripes about
Pretty
it.
cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I like it a lot. He's a very, very dope figure. Very dope figure. There was the Warbird that's Bird and or not Bird, I'm sorry. That D-Stizzle and Gray were talking about. Oops. My fault. There she is. This is not the newest one that's about to come out. Well, this is the one that they just, but this is the Dark Avengers Warbird here. How dope she is. Yeah, bro. Some cool shit. Cool shit. HasLab and Hasbro. Got some dope shit coming, so. If you guys really want to do those, I can look into getting those done. It looks great. Let me see really quick on the last thing there. I'll check that, what Bird said about the, Mia Goth. Let me see. I don't know if I've seen anything. Where'd you see that? I don't think so. Well, 50 minutes ago. Okay. Mia Goth has left Blade. Deadline. She was set to play Lilith. The reboot of Wesley Snipes' franchise was announced at Comic-Con 2019 with Oscar winner Mahershala Ali set to the title role. However, there was a rotation in direction about some Tariq and Yam Damaj with a script that didn't pass muster per Marvel. Mia Goth was also attached to play supervillain Lilith in the Vampire Slayer feature. Feige's statements were made in recently to Brazilian. Yeah, it doesn't say she left. Whoever, the person that retweeted that, Marvel's DC News. It just says Mia Goth was also attached. I mean, they're using past tense as if she's not anymore, but I mean, I don't know. It's a trade using wording, different wording. Could be, but I don't think so. She's probably, well, I don't know. Geeky Cast is saying bye Lilith. That's not what the article said at all. He said, DKCast said, I read it. She was attached to the original script. Never said she stayed. Yeah, but never said she left. If she did, they would say it much more broad. Deadline has made this mistake a lot. Not true. Oh, okay, well, they're just going back and forth. I mean, yeah, it doesn't necessarily say she left, though. So, last thing she said about it, I mean, I can literally pull that really quick. The last thing that Mia Goth said about it was that they're trying to get, I mean, she did take that really long dramatic pause to think about exactly what she should say. And I mean, this is it right here.
Excited to see you making your MCU debut in Blade. Can you speak to any updates on that as far as production and your character in that?
Yeah, they really care. They do. They want to make a great movie. That's the sense that I get from them. And that feels good. Yeah.
Fans are very excited to see you making your MCU debut in Blade. Can you speak to any updates on that as far as
she said,
production
yeah.
and your character in that?
Yeah. They really care. They do. They want to make a great movie.
Maybe she did leave. Maybe she's gone. I mean, when she said that, that was in June that she said that? Yeah, so she said they care, they really do. I don't know. Remember, Kevin Feige just said they're excited, so we'll have to wait and see. Deadline was kind of weird with the wording. We'll have to wait and see, but who knows? Who knows? So Jill said she does not look gone. Yeah, a bunch of red flags, bro. It's funny. It's funny. Stamina said Deadline wouldn't bury the leads like that. We know they love clicks. That's a headline if true. Right. Yeah. In conclusion, no one knows. Blade is Blade. I don't know. Jeez. One more. That's it. I'm serious. After this. I'm out of here. But hold on. Just one more time. One more time, Mia. Shit's funny.
We're very excited to see you making.
First of all, she's not even really she's paying attention here, but something else catches her attention. Because she probably already knew before this question. Yeah, I'm not attached anymore.
Excited to see you making your MCU debut in Blade. Can you speak to any updates on that as far as production and your character in that?
Yeah, they really care.
Production and your character in that?
Yeah, they really care. They do. They want to make a great movie. That's the sense that I get.
And
from
this
them.
is why they haven't talked to Mahershala, because his pause would be even longer. Whoa, that's funny. Okay. Anyway, that's what I've got tonight. Tomorrow is Tuesday. Today's not Sunday. I didn't work today, so it felt like Sunday. Tomorrow's Tuesday. So I'm not live Tuesday, but I am live on Wednesday, and I will be back with you guys then to either go over news or just shoot the shit. I don't really know what's going to be going on Wednesday. I feel like there probably won't be a lot of news, so we'll just probably, again, finally get around to that fucking tier list for the series, the Marvel Universe that we said we were going to do, and some other shit. So probably not a lot of news. Just expect to come in, shoot the shit, hang out, watch some stuff, see what goes on. So yeah. Anyway, appreciate all of you hanging out and being here. The laughs, the cries, the anger, the sadness. We've experienced it all. So, T'Challa go. So, yeah. So we will, we'll be back Wednesday. Talk about it then. Let's see. Cornelia says she has no idea what to say. No, yeah. They really care. Oh shit. Cornelius also, or no, sorry, John C said, do you agree with my statement about E-Man being to recast T'Challa and John Campea being just a voice? Oh well, yeah, E-Man definitely started the movement, for sure. He started this movement. You know, so that is where the credit for the starting of the movement goes to E-Man. He started the petition, he started that hashtag. John may have been the first to mention it, but E-Man is the one that cultivated it. Cornelia said didn't really mention Ali. No, didn't, did it? She got blindsided by that, not really for that thing of when you're in a Marvel title and you get asked about everywhere. You get asked about it everywhere. There's, yeah, that's true. That's true. It's just funny. It's just funny. Who's that in the room with you? T'Challa's in the room with me. Come here, T'Challa. Come here. Come say hi. Here, come here. Hold on. Everybody keeps asking, who's in the room with me? T'Challa's in the room. Come here. Come here. You can jump up. Come on. Come on. Come on. There you go. There you go. Oh, yes. Yes, okay. You see how... Oh, no. Now we're moving too much. We're doing too much now. We don't have to get all the way up. Now, see? That's T'Challa. Look at the camera. That's T'Challa. That's the big boy T'Challa. All right? That's who makes all the noise. That's who's in here. Okay, get down. Let me finish. Get down. Get. Get. No. Let's get down now. Thank you. Stay. Sit. So, yeah, that's who's in here. Just T'Challa. Most of them fell. So yeah, anyway. Cornelia said, no, we hear humans laughing. You don't think my nigga T'Challa can laugh? He's all laughs. He's a big laugh. Big time. Big fun. Bird said, hey, shout out to the dog. Yeah, that's T'Challa, man. That's T'Challa. You don't think my dog can open doors, bro? I promise you. I have Snapchat videos of him opening the doors. He's a very crafty dog. I might call him stupid, and he is stupid, but he has intelligent. He has pockets of intelligence. He has intelligent moments. John said, "Oh my, beautiful doggy. Thank you. He is pretty. You got to see Capone. Capone is pretty. Capone's my pit. Capone's my blue. Capone's beautiful. They can stamina. I'm telling you, I got Snapchat memory videos of it. By the way, I was banned from Snapchat. I got it back. How? I just tried to log in one day and it let me in. I got it back. I'm happy. I'm very happy. Very happy to have my Snap back. I thought it was a cat. I have cats. I have 9 cats. T'Challa is a lab. The people I got him from tried to tell me that he was pit mixed. Bitch, lie again. He wasn't. But I wasn't about to leave him there with those people because when I went and picked him up, he was like in a hole in the back of their house in like some dirt with the rest of his siblings, and their mom was tied up to a tree. So I was like, well, first of all, I should report you, but I'm definitely taking that one because I'm not leaving any of them here with you. So yeah, well, that one at least here with you. So that's how we have T'Challa. And then the cats that I just got, 2 kittens that were on the euthanization list. So we took them. I was like, there's no way I'm leaving these babies on this euthanization list. So I got them. And they are named after dragons in House of Dragon, Vermax and Meraxes. I should have named my black one Bashanga. I just told him that the other day. I was like, damn it. But you know your name now. You're Vermax. So missed opportunity. Because he is definitely not a T'Challa. He's definitely not a T'Challa. Misnamed. My fault. Didn't know he was going to grow up to be the way he is. But he's not a T'Challa. Stamina said, this nigga think we stupid. I'm telling you, I'm going to have to show y'all. I'm going to have to show y'all. I have to turn that camera around and show y'all pockets of intelligence. I'm telling you, pockets. In spurts, it comes. No, that's not why I was banned, Cornelius. I was banned from Snap because they said I was doing bully activity. And I'm still to this day confused of what bully activity I was involved in on Snap. Now, was I cussing people out? Yes. Was I tagging people? Yes. But I wouldn't call that bully activity. Were they banned? I don't think so, because it was a mutual bulliness, I guess. No, Bird, labs aren't that smart. Unfortunately, he is not smart. And like I said, pockets of it, but not a lot of intelligence on his end, at all. Like the thing about T'Challa that irritates me is we have stickers in the front yard, and everybody in this neighborhood does. It's really fucking irritating. And he knows this, but yet walks in the yard every fucking day and will get the stickers and then come out of the yard like, you know, tiptoe walking and trying to pull them out. And this is like, and I'm not exaggerating, especially if I'm outside working out, within moments, he'll go back in there. T'Challa's not, and yeah. The way they didn't give the intelligence to Chad for the character, well, he didn't get the intelligence either. Raymond said, wow, God bless, because I'm not an animal person. They're staying on that list. Oh, no, that's terrible. I am an animal person. I love my babies, man. Love my babies. All my friends say that my female cat, who gave birth to Thor, Jubilee, and Rocket, they say that she is my girlfriend because of, like, she's just always on me. She's always on me. She's always with me. Like, obviously she's not in here because I think I brought her in here once and y'all have seen how she is. Like, that's Sprite. She's named after one of the Eternals. But yeah, that's my baby Sprite. I love her. Love her, love her, love her. When she was pregnant, she was fucking annoying. But I love her. Bird said, try positive reinforcement techniques. That breed tends to respond better to it. That's true. That is very true. The thing with T'Challa, though, is, like, he's very smart because, like, he knows, like, my break every day. And for those of you that don't know, I work from home, so he knows my break when it's coming every day. Like, he knows the time. He knows what, like, my lunch is. He knows all that shit. Like, he'll come right before my alarm goes off, he'll come sit right by the desk because he knows, okay, we're about to go outside, or we're about to do this, or we're about to go get your food, so I'm getting in the car, or something like that. He has, again, it's pockets of intelligence and pockets of good dog in there, but Raymond said, F them animals. Ugh, not the animals. Not the animals, man. I can't. I stop for squirrels. I stop when squirrels cross the street. I love animals. I am one of those people that likes to go to the zoo, but I'm also one of those people that's like, oh. But I'm also one of those people that'll watch, I am one of those people that will intervene. I will interfere whenever nature is naturing. If there is a predator attack, yes, I'm going to interfere. I'm sorry. I'm one of those people that's like, no. I am one of those people that watches the Animal Channel is like, fuck, why don't you help the antelope or I watched some lions the other day take down a giraffe, and that shit shattered my heart. I was like, holy fuck. That poor giraffe. And the little baby was just watching. I was like, so sad. And I'm sure they feasted on the baby right after. So sad. I'm glad that wasn't in the... I watched a leopard take a dog off of somebody's porch. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Shit is sad. Yeah, you're right. They got to eat too. I understand. Not around me, though. Don't eat around me. I'm going to stop that shit. Stop it. I get it. But please, not around me. Not around me. Sad. All right. I really am out. John said, do you believe we should be able to bring dogs into restaurants? No. No, my dog is not allowed in my kitchen. He sits. They stop at the line there. No. The fuck are you doing with your dog unless it's a service animal that knows how to behave in a restaurant that you're using for, services. And I'm not talking like I have an anxiety and I need my dog here. I'm talking like services. No. I'm not one of those people. Like, T'Challa's gone in Lowe's with me, but everybody takes their dogs in Lowe's. Cook snake, possum, and raccoons. Yeah, my grandmother, my big mama, she used to cook squirrel, rabbit, all of that. Ugh, I bet I don't. I bet I don't. Yeah, the baby giraffe should have hauled ass. I mean, but what's he thinking? He probably wasn't. He probably thinking so confused. My mama. All right. Anyway, appreciate all y'all being here. I have got to jet, get in the bed. Got to go to work tomorrow. So I'll see all y'all Wednesday. Oh gosh, thanks for hanging out and all that good stuff. Like, subscribe if you're new here. Share with your friends. And I will see all of you guys in the next.
Fans are very excited to see you making your MCU debut in Blade. Can you speak to any updates on that as far as production and your character in that?
Yeah, they really care. They do. They want to make a great movie. That's the sense that I get from them. And that feels good. Yeah.
Fans are very